Hello and welcome to Zelda Speedruns 3, bringing you the Minish Cap Randomizer by Cutoff race. Part of the tournament, a race to decide which two out of these four runners get a bye. On tracking we have Okni and Tomotar, as well as Lane joining in a bit, and on commentary joining me is Master Roxas.
What's up?
Hey. So yeah, I already briefly went over it. These four racers are the ones that, during the group stage of the tournament, got wins in all their matches, and there's two buys to go around for the bracket stage, so the top two out of these two will qualify for a bye, and that's what this race is about.
Yep. Don't even have to get first in this one. Second is good enough.
It is.
Alright, so how hype is Rupee Cave going to be today?
Well, we have to get there
When they get
first.
Yeah, but I mean, it's
It'd be
pretty
great if I had
early.
my mic on. I just pressed it to turn it on and it...
Why is Smith's mic on? He told me I had clean audio. Sorry about that.
Alright, well, Rupees from the start, and we'll see how many. No map checks yet. And only three of four going up to the castle.
Yeah, Bluesy's the only one who doesn't. It is the usual play, but...
I mean, if it works, right?
No, yeah, Bluesy has done well with putting that off before. There's that map
no
check you
graveyard,
wanted.
yep.
No fortress, no crypt.
So only 5 Kinstones possibly needed.
Okay, now Bluesy's going back.
Yep.
Not putting
Or
that
Fortress of Go mode. Or Fortress of Go mode happens again.
I mean, there's always something in Fortress, right?
There's always something in Fortress until you make it an early gamble.
I mean, fair?
Oh, book.
I was more interested in that sword on 300.
That too. Oh, yeah, that's right, because there are no traps.
There are no traps, no, that is a real sword. They're going to have to find a wallet.
Yep.
Which isn't
Well,
too
luckily
bad. There's 3 of
It's
those.
only
too.
one wallet. It could have been worse.
Yeah. Easily.
Yeah, I don't think Nessman checked the shop yet. That's why I didn't see it.
No, Nesman's been there.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he went there at the same time as Smith. Which was after Nimbus in there.
So far, nothing else, because Julia's shelf didn't have anything, but there's a heart container.
There's a
under there.
Valfalskin stone in Tinker Trees.
Ooh.
Can't use that yet. You do need bombs to get there, and then... I guess once you have bombs, you can get something out of
Ooh.
logic there. Okay, there's
Early
our way out of
flippers.
3-0. Flippers
and
from the
Rupee
Tinker
Cave.
Trees. Let's see how much they do before moving on.
Ooh.
That's a lantern, okay. Which means that bombs would actually put a check in Valfalls into logic?
Yeah, it would. And also means now if they want to do Hyrule Castle now, they can do an extra check up there.
Yeah,
Although they will...
no.
Oh, wait, without the sword.
Yeah, they don't have a sword to do the dojo.
Yep, so probably gonna go straight to Rupee Cave.
Yeah, I guess
Oh, nope.
I would
No, he might
still
check that.
save scum, do the castle checks, and do the mode at the same time, I think.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
use the
Nessman's
same
looking
save
to do.
scum for both of those things.
No, he's actually going over here.
Nesman is doing Trilby instead, okay. Is he gonna check the one check in Kreml? That looks to be a yes.
Alright, and we got Nimbus going to the castle.
Yeah, I'm assuming Nimbus save
Ooh,
okay,
that's
Nimbus is
grip
not
ring.
going to save scum this away. And there's a
Like a-
spin attack in North Hyrule Field as well.
Well, needed for later in the seed, but not to pass the guard since flippers. And nothing really in Rupee Cave.
No, 2 more scrolls and a butterfly, but
Yeah, I mean they're nice, but that's not super useful.
we're probably not going to need the beam. It's still technically possible that it's required, right?
They could.
And yeah, down thrust is just nice to have. And
it's
possibly
really
important
great.
for Great Uncle Herbert.
Oh, it's really good to have because they have required Georg.
Yeah, it's very nice to have that for Georg.
We don't have time to do spin attacks.
Well, it's cloning that's time extensive. But yeah. There's
Bow
a
in the
bow,
clouds.
so that makes the dream of required beam him die. But doesn't unlock anything else right now.
True. Although one thing that could still happen is, let me see. Nope, no, never mind. Grip ring. I keep wanting vanilla climb, but that's never gonna happen when you get grip ring early.
Gripping is required for vanilla climb.
Oh wait, I get it backwards.
Yeah, it's
Wait, that,
Kane that
wait,
if you find it will make you never do vanilla climb.
it's Kane, yeah. An interesting thing though is they have one bow. If they find the other bow, you could have a really messed up vanilla climb with light arrow logic.
You could.
I've only seen that once.
I want to say I've seen more than that, but partially that's because I made the punishment seeds, so...
Okay, I've seen it once from randomly generated.
Yeah, I know. What else do they have? We haven't seen the few Minish checks in town yet, have we?
No, I don't think anyone's used the flippers to go with Minish yet.
Yes, we might be doing that after this.
Yeah, and all the people that went to get the bow bailed after the clouds. Which, I mean, that makes sense. They didn't have bombs to do Minish loop.
Yeah. Well, they can do Minish loop forwards.
Yeah, yes, but I meant the traditional going backwards if you can is what people like to do.
Yeah. But, like, Minish Woods is still a good play here, right?
Yes. That's probably what Nesman's going to do, because it's either do town checks really slowly with just flippers, or go through forward Minish, after maybe checking Lon.
I mean, flippers for town checks is faster than Cape for town checks, so...
Well, yes.
Which is faster than Kane for town checks, so... It's not the worst option. Oh, I guess Kane makes the front ones faster there. Never mind.
Yeah.
I
can just see that he's not exactly wanting to do town checks, because he did not. He skipped those. I mean, flippers also put chickens into logic if you want early chickens.
If you want early chickens, but chickens never has anything, so why would you?
It never has anything until it does.
I know. Which is why it never has anything.
There'll probably be something in Deep Minish. Or actually, it could also even be a Deepwood dip early on because of the lantern. Nesman actually might dip into Deepwood. And then we got Myth doing town checks.
Yeah. And we've got Bluesy doing the wrong play that you were pointing out.
The chickens. It's the wrong play until you win the match because of it.
Well, why would you? Chickens never has anything.
Yeah, that's the same thing people say in Ocarina of Time. It never has anything until you check it at 3 hours in.
That's the second book in Minish Woods.
Yeah, Blue Book and the Red Book.
That makes Nesman's save scum potential here more awkward. Like, do you hope that you have to come back anyways before you need that, or do you keep it?
Andrew had a green rupee.
Well, and you have a boomerang, so at this point I think Nesman's keeping this. And it looks like Nesman is going for that Deepwood dip as well.
Yeah, I saw Lantern. Even though there's no sword, I saw Lantern and Flippers. That's Deepwood access right there. Without Lantern, it can be annoying to maybe want to go to Deepwood for just a single check, but Lantern opens up several more.
I'd want to wait for bombs, but...
If you can, but sometimes you don't get that choice.
Yeah, well...
Oh no, Myth doing chickens too.
Seems like there wasn't anything in the Minish checks.
No, there was not, except for the book.
Wait, there was a book there as well?
But Minish Woods, my bad. I think the
No,
town checks. Nothing
Town
that I
Minish
saw.
checks is what I meant.
I don't think I saw anything. Alright, he's not going deeper into Deepwood.
Did you have deeper access?
He had a key.
Okay. Weird that you didn't then.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure. Yeah, you can go deeper with just with when you have a key and lantern.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, he checked the slug check and then unlocked the door and then just left. I'm guessing he wants to check the Goron Cave first.
Yeah, you do have access to that, but
Oh, there's Krenel.
that is Krenna.
Although I don't think that actually gives you anything without bombs, does it?
Oh, they have a grip ring.
Oh wait, you're right. That actually will give him something.
Well, Nesmond doesn't have it. But
when he finds it.
yeah, with grip ring, that's a lot of checks on Krenna.
Yep. Okay, now we're getting the less of the town checks, because Myth did not go all the way where Bluesy is. Myth did not go all the way to the shop, I don't think.
You mean the bakery?
Yeah, the bakery.
So Myth only did the shop attic.
I think so.
Okay. And got the London key, which is actually relevant, so...
Oh yeah, access to lake.
Oh yeah, we know Ring was in Castle Garden. What I'm saying is that Nesmond hasn't gotten it yet.
Yes. Where was the Lon key? Because Nesmond didn't get the key.
It was in the shop. It was the visible item on the dog food spot.
Oh, okay, that would be why Nesmond didn't get it. Because
Oh yeah, Nesmond hasn't been to the shop at all, has he?
yeah, I don't think he actually saw the sword there. If he didn't, because I think seeing the key might have been enough to go get it. So man, maybe Nesmond doesn't even know the sword's there. That could be interesting. Oh, it looks like the Lonclon key didn't really pay out though, not yet.
I mean... You have droplets access.
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot about flippers.
Like, there's obscure spots in droplets.
Oh yeah, no,
I
yeah,
wouldn't say the
that's
London
gonna
key
be
hasn't paid off until we've
Yeah.
seen those.
That's gonna be yeah, the wallet or another sword's gonna be here for sure, probably. Okay, now Nesmond's going to the shop to get his key.
Yeah, so... does mean he will put off castle further, probably, but hey, if he finds a sword there, that's probably a good thing.
It could also get worse. Doc just pointed out.
Ogni, pretty sure Dark Maze is not in logic with bow, even though we have non-sword damaging items turned on.
Oh, really? Okay.
I think the Scissor Beetle fight still requires a sword in logic.
Even with a boomerang to stun them?
Yeah, damaging items logic is not very sophisticated.
I guess they don't want to be too cruel. Fair enough. Well, if Nesmond didn't know there was a sword, he does now.
What's... Okay, all the streams are buffering on my end, which is not good. Is that on my end or on theirs? Twitch's? I don't know.
They found there was bombs and
Okay,
and
that's fine
droplets.
for you. Let me refresh things really quick.
Yeah, but just so people saw, yeah, there was bombs and droplets, so that was your next progression.
Okay. Might take a moment to sync up again, but...
And a wallet, so that's our sword. We got a wallet and bombs and droplets.
Nice. And Myth is going further.
Well, yeah, he paused for a second. He's
yeah,
like,
this was
should I go?
How far am I willing to go? Kind of thought. Pause. You don't have cape, so you're not going to get the blue orb if you go all the way through the dark maze. I think he's
he just wants to
probably only
check
planning on going up to this, like, to the basement chest and no further. Right?
Yeah, I mean, you want to do that, then go get the sword, because you'd feel awful if there was another sword just here, and that was your red sword.
Yeah.
If the first sword led to another one.
Yeah, knowing that you can grab a sword, like, you do these few checks hoping to find a rupee so you don't have to go out
Nope.
of your way, and yeah.
He's like, I got bullied too much, I'm out.
And you can just come back with a sword.
Yeah, well, he has bombs too, so that opens up a lot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so what's bombs? A few more checks in Deepwood, the Minish Black Bellari area, the Keys Cave, a few things on Krenna.
A lot of things on Chrono with that grip ring.
Well, it's the ferry,
We have
the cave, like...
all of Lower Chrono, actually, with bombs in the bottle.
Yeah, I guess it's a few things on Lower Krenna too.
Also, where they did any of them leave money behind, or they're gonna have to hope to find another 160 rupees?
Pretty sure they are going to have money in the South Highfield Ruby Cave.
Well, Myth's gonna check Vale Falls for us.
Wait, where did Bluesy find bombs?
They were in droplets.
Oh, they were also in droplets. Okay.
Bluesy just didn't even bother. Bluesy just bailed the second after getting the wall.
Which also,
bombs.
like, yeah, it makes sense. You want the sword before you go back there. It's just then that you also want the cape before you go back there, really, so then you're going to put it off for a while, and if there's actually something there, you know.
Alright, nothing at Vale Falls. Yet. I mean, I forgot Grip Ring still is a thing with flippers, so there's a lot of checks there. That's actually why Myth's going here. That bombs put all this in logic. And nothing down there. Nothing on the Cane Vale Falls.
Well, nothing on the few checks we could see. There's more checks behind the cane there.
Yeah, the two and behind the digging mitts.
Well, there's the two behind the digging mitts, and then there's the one in London and the one southeast, just south. What's going on?
Alright, nothing yet. But we got all these checks in this cave. Oh, there's a Jabbernut, which we is useless. And plenty of money for that sword now. And a mushroom. Yep, but Myth got his money for his sword, and Bluesy's already bought his sword and doing Swift Blade checks. Or check, I should say. And yeah, Vale Falls had nothing but a mushroom, it appears. Myth getting bullied by bats. Just for rupees. And Nimbus is going deeper into Deepwood. Hasn't found anything yet, but it's the first. This is the first deeper part we've done.
He doesn't have bombs though, so that he's going to skip some checks that...
Probably, yeah, he does. Yeah, Nimbus hasn't been to droplets.
And Myth is in Cloud Tops.
Yeah, he safe scummed.
Okay, that makes sense. Would have been funny if that check was Myth's, but...
I think I've seen that once, and I was really upset.
Can see why you would be.
Because if you get Myths, then you have to do all of the rest of Cloud Tops.
Well...
I mean, I guess you could leave, but you're probably
you get to do all of the rest of Cloud Tops.
Yeah,
it's just that you wouldn't go there a lot of the time.
Well, time to see if the Vale Falls play worked out, if this mushroom has something.
I mean, Smith, he didn't go to Krenin, therefore it's on Krenin, right?
Yeah, no one's actually taken the grip ring to Krenel yet.
Well, Nesman only just got the grip ring.
He might.
Yeah, Bluesy is also doing the false play. Not sure what Nimbus is going to do, but he still has droplets.
Nesman went and lit the torches for the for that Blade Master. I forgot that one's name. And
Grim
forgot he
Beach.
didn't have the sword. He forgot he didn't have the sword.
Ah. Yeah. And he could buy it too if he just went and picked up some rupees.
Well, he'll get the rupees now that since he's doing Veil Falls, he'll get the rupees from this. That's where Myth got his.
Yeah, makes sense.
And now Myth's like, where do I go?
I mean, the answer is obvious, but it's
Yeah, I
Myth,
go to
so he
Krenel.
doesn't want to go to Krenel.
Krenel without a cane is not fun. I get that.
Espin is very expertly dodging all those rupees. Does he know
Takes
about
skill.
the sword? Yeah, he must have. Yeah, no, he has to. He has the London key. He has to know.
Yeah, no, Nesman knows.
Yeah, but why is he not picking up rupees then?
I don't know. I mean, he's gonna get bailed out by the 200 rupees in the chest at the top at the least.
Fair.
Oh wait, that's why Myth didn't go to Krenel. He didn't have the bottle yet. Now he's gonna go.
Oh. Okay. So it's not just Myth being Myth.
I mean, maybe it is, but I mean, it isn't completely because he actually couldn't go very far. He's probably gonna go to Krenel now, or soon, or not.
You
or
say
he'll
that
do
and he
everything
turns
he
right back around. Is he going back to droplets?
can. I don't know. That might be a bit of a push. Nimbus is in droplets, so now he'll be able to get his catch-ups.
Oh, has he not done Goron Cave yet? Okay.
Goron Cave is a fair thing to check.
Yeah.
And we got School Basement from Bluesy. Very annoying to check to do without remote bombs.
Yeah, but when it has something, you do want to have done it early, so...
Oh, for sure. Doesn't make it fun, though.
No. Lucy trying to show off with the road lifts instead of just, you know, placing the bombs earlier.
Oh my goodness. Mitts in the basement, in the town basement.
Okay!
That is a really bad place. That gives Bluesy a huge leg up.
That is fun.
That is mean, but that's what we're here for.
Yeah. Isn't that what I said? So, where do you go with mids?
Town checks. Probably...
Town digging, sure.
Yeah, town digging, maybe grab the Minish ones and the one by the lake. And then probably head towards Krenel and get those. Because you don't have a cape to get, what, Cave 22 or Treasure Cave, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I was thinking to go to Cloudtops.
Yeah, go all the way to Cloudtops with Mitts. I mean, it is in logic.
It is in logic, it's a lot of checks with the obscure spots there.
Oh, that's our last book.
Well, we don't have a Kane or an Ocarina, but good to have.
I mean, we're ready for it. Yalari's waiting for us. That's all that matters. Yalari's just gonna have the Forest Sword, and he's like, I've been waiting for you.
Well, we do need a few more swords before he can have the first sword.
Yeah, exactly. That's why he'll have the last one. Because the blue sword will randomly lock one of the things that needed to get to Yalari, because it's a tournament race, so they're not gonna get an Ocarina, nor are they?
Why would they get an Ocarina?
I said they're not going to.
Yeah, exactly. You say that like it's been an option.
Yeah, because the fun part is you didn't tell them, you just removed it secretly, right?
Shh, don't tell them.
They don't need to know that they actually had to walk everywhere. Oh, that's Boots and Krenel.
So now they can run everywhere instead.
Exactly.
See, aren't we merciful? I mean,
Yeah,
this
we
is
could be.
clearly a randomizer, not planned on. cleaning.
Or is it?
I know, I hope it's randomized.
It is. But, yeah. Nesman getting boots, that's going to be a big time save, although Bluesy having the mitts is probably arguably a little bit better right now, because Nesman might leave a couple the digging check behind if he climbs up Chronal Wall.
Yeah, that one's a bad one too often.
It is, if it ever has something you need, it's real. If it's a super feels bad. Nothing but scrolls in Minish Lake in the Minish Swimming Cave.
Yeah, but that's 6 scrolls total, right?
Yeah, so we could have Swiftblade the first.
Well, if we get a red sword to get access.
I mean, there's a red sword somewhere. Maybe.
Probably. Haven't seen it yet though.
If the red sword is in the Chronal digging cave though, then Nesman's in trouble.
Oh, that would be mean. I like it.
There's also the dog food I saw Myth get too. Nobody's fed the dog yet, but he might rip that in because I guess Myth doesn't want to go to Chronal, so.
Yeah, but would you want to go to Chronal?
Well, I guess if you had a cane, you want to go to Chronal, right?
I mean, I guess it's an element, but you still want
Alright,
cape before you go there, right?
Nothing on Beanstalk. Why would there be anything in Rupee Mania spots? We had dead Beanstalk and dead Rupee Cave, pretty much.
So Nesman does not yet have the capability to do a vanilla climb, right?
No, if he had light arrows...
Yeah, light arrows or Gustra or cape.
I like how even with mitts, right now light arrows actually we could still get a light arrows seed. It's still possible.
Yeah.
Right here. That would be so hype. Oh darn, arrows. That would have been so hype if it was light arrows.
Just
like this was the answer
instead.
the whole time. Yeah, but imagine if that was light arrows. Like this was the answer the whole time. You had to commit to vanilla climb. They were here.
I mean, if you find light arrows there, you are committing to vanilla climb. That's the seed just saying, hey, you know what? I got you. Nimbus is in Cutoffs, but does not have mitts either. Okay.
He's doing the same thing that Myth did,
yeah,
I think.
Makes sense.
Yeah, well, I think just about everybody's seen something be a sword or mitts or something be in that chest at least once. That's why they check it now. If it's happened once, it's enough.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
and Myth proving you right, saying I don't want to go to Chronal. I'm going to dip Deepwood.
Lighters enables vanilla climb because you know the room where you have to take the mushroom across the gap, but there's pots on the other side. You can break those pots with light arrows from a distance.
Yeah, you normally need Cape to jump around them, Gus Jar to suck them like you're supposed to in the vanilla game. Technically, Cane would work, but I don't know why you're doing vanilla climb if you have Cane. And
well, entrance rando is the obvious answer to that, but that's not a thing yet.
Okay, well you're right actually. But until entrance rando comes, you're not doing vanilla climb with Cane, and then otherwise light arrows work. Oh, graveyard key in lower Chronal, thank you. Missed that.
Yeah, not terribly relevant since we're far away from blue sword and it's not an element. But
yeah, there's only like what 4 items in there with no element.
There's 2 in the dungeon and
several
5
around
outside.
Enough that it's probably worth checking if you have all the
stuff. Oh yeah,
for
once
it.
You get the blue sword, like it's a good thing to check.
Yeah, I've seen my fair share of 4 swords in graveyard. I think we all have.
Yeah.
4 sword / the item 2 forward sword. Oh, remote bombs in the Minish digging cave. Those are just so nice to have. Easily my favorite non-required item in this game. But yeah, Bluesy's still the only one with mitts, which is he hasn't found anything with the mitts yet, but that's still saving him time that he's getting a lot of checks now that everyone else is going to have to double back for. But Nesman's going to be saving time if he gets the mitts soon, because he has the boots already that no one else has, so all his movement's getting sped up.
Yeah, but Nesman's not getting the mitts soon.
Yeah, town. If I'm not mistaken, school basement's one of the ones he just doesn't like to do too, right?
Yeah, it's a slow check, so I'm not expecting Nesman to go there anytime soon.
If something ends up in deep, I mean, actually, here's a fun part that could happen. We could still see Vanilla Gust Jar.
Can we?
I think so. They have sword, they have lamp, and I don't think the keys have locked them out yet.
Oh yeah, they do have a second key, so they have access to the bag in logic, and they have a lantern. Yep, entirely possible.
I don't remember if I've ever seen a Vanilla Gust Jar.
I don't think
That sounds like one of the. That sounds like one of the worst vanilla items that exists. One of not obviously at the worst. I think Vanilla Lamp would be the worst.
I think Vanilla Cape has a huge lead on every other.
I guess. Well, okay. Well, I've never seen Vanilla Cape, but what I have seen is Cane in Cape Chest that led to Cape. So does that count?
That is worse. Yes, that very much counts. I think I remember that seed.
Was that a tournament seed way back in the day? I don't remember. Anyway.
It might have been a weekly.
I think it was a weekly.
I feel like it was a weekly.
Alright. Yeah. Let's see, though. Let's see if Myth's Gamble pays off, if there's anything in here. There could be. It's not a terrible play. It's just that he really doesn't want to go to Krenel, but we know that Krenel only leads to boots, which hasn't led to anything else yet.
No, I don't think Nesman has checked everything that Boots could have.
Yeah, not yet. Yeah, not yet. Not everything yet. It could, but this is the last check right here. It has to be Vanilla Gust Jar or something that leads to it, or there's nothing in here, I think.
For Myth, you mean? Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Nothing so far. Oh, Myth's got us a green sword. Okay, yep, there was a green sword behind Myth somewhere. I guess we missed that. Yeah, Bluesy does have a green sword.
And there's Nimbus going for school basement as well.
Yep, that's going to be huge, big for Nimbus too, because he'll be able to find the green sword that Bluesy found at the lake. Yep, it was the singular check at the lake.
Alright.
I mean, that is what I think I said I probably would have done. If you get that, you do the Minish checks to the lake with the digging into Lon.
Yeah. Well, Bluesy's made it back up very fast now.
Ooh, he's gonna do Cloud Tops then. He's committing the Cloud Tops over going to Krenel. I guess
Makes
Bluesy's
sense.
also
Like, misses a ton of checks here.
true. Well, yeah, because actually Vanilla Climb still isn't a thing. So yeah, if Vanilla Climb was a thing, he would go there though.
Yeah, if Vanilla Climb was a thing, you get to Milari's Mines, which...
Okay,
yeah, but...
so Light Arrows and Cloud Tops to Vanilla Climb.
I like the way you think.
Don't ever let me plan, though. Because you're gonna be doubling back a lot.
I know, I've made planners like that.
Well, that's the correct way to plan, though. You make them suffer. Anyway, we'll see if there's anything up in Cloud Tops. Alright, so Nesman's doing checks we've already seen, so right now Bluesy's at the only place that we see is doing things we haven't seen yet. Nice. Fish. Oh, there's Red Sword and Clouds. Huge lead for Bluesy.
Yeah, that's
huge.
Like, mids have got to be the next progression for all of them, then, which means
it is.
Nesman and Myth really need to find those.
Yeah, mitts leads to early mitts were required for 2 swords.
Yeah,
so
do we have anything else left that could be another way to get to Red Sword, or
deeper into droplets, because no one's gone into dark maze.
Okay, so like if the second Ruby Path in droplets has a cape and a sword, you might be able to get away with it that way. Maybe. Doesn't feel likely though.
But unless that happens, which is possible but not likely, yeah, Bluesy's found the right path and got a really huge lead now. And Nimbus is about to get his green sword, so if Nimbus takes this green sword and then follows it up to Cloud Tops like Bluesy, then he'll be right on his tail.
Yeah. Thing is, neither of them has boots, which is going to be interesting for cast access after the red sword.
True, but I mean, Castor isn't that hard to check, probably, after all this. Like, after checking all the rupee checks in Castor, unless they find the cape there, Bluesy probably just says, fine, I'll go to Krynel, because of Beanstalk.
Yeah. It depends.
So, like, Myth's finally at Krynel, so he'll do all this stuff. He already got his boots, so he'll do all this stuff here. Get nothing else besides the graveyard key. And then, yeah. But the thing is, both Myth and Nesman are getting punished because neither of them did Town Basement, because it's a bad check.
We have not seen Sean Cave. Neither of the runners with Myths has been to Krynel.
So that's called Sean Cave now, got it.
The Hermit Cave is Sean Cave, yes.
Got it. Yep. But yeah, Nimbus can definitely be right behind Bluesy if he takes this up to Cloud Tops with the Myths, which he might do.
Yeah. Like I said, it felt like a natural play to me, with the number of checks up on Cloud Tops, but
it makes
other
sense.
options.
I'm just trying to think of when I check Town Basement, because like sometimes I do it early when I have bombs, but it kind of just depends on how many other items I have, so I'm not really sure.
Bombs were too late to do it early this seed, I feel like. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because they were all in droplets, so...
Like, if bombs are early, I will do that check early, right?
It's
like, if you find bombs
yeah.
In Windtribe Tower at the start or something, I probably
go
go there right
way.
after the Rupee Cave.
It's also easier to do basement if you have if you get Kane, because then you can combo the checks.
Yeah.
Oh, there's also a shield somewhere.
Not that combo-y, you'd still quick warp after it, so...
Yeah. Nothing. I missed where the shield was, but it was... Cloud Tops, alright. I just saw the sword and looked away.
Myth deciding to go to the front door of Sean Cave without Myths for some reason.
Oof. Alright, we got the Lake Minish checks from Nesman. Oh, blue sword behind red sword. Well, that happens a lot. Not really surprised.
I mean, yeah, that's about expected.
So, actually, that means Graveyard is in logic now, because we know there's a key.
Yeah, if you go to Krynel and you find Boots and Graveyard Key...
Yep.
You can pay a visit to Gustav.
And Dampe.
Well, you don't need the Graveyard Key to pay a visit to Dampe, but yes.
Well, you need the boots, though, yeah. But, what I wonder is, so we already know Myth's gonna skip Percy, but will Bluesy skip Percy?
Why do you say that Myth will skip Percy?
Oh. Because doesn't he always get Percy?
I don't think that's a Myth thing.
Oh. I thought it was. Okay, that's 2 Cloudstones and Gust Jar dug up behind Red Sword. So, Vanilla climbs in logic.
It is. It's far from the best option you have, but it is in logic.
I wouldn't do it, but I'm just saying. We got Nesman going deeper into droplets.
Yeah, let's see how deep.
Yep, always skip Percy. Percy had nothing. Yep, well, Bluesy can't go to Castor yet because there was no cape here and has not been to Krynel yet.
Okay, Nimbus did go to Krynel before Cloud Tops, so is grabbing those boots.
That's fine.
Probably
If
good.
something's big in caster, that could be a leg up that Bluesy might have to go back for potentially.
Yeah. And you have
But let's see, big Ruby
access
drop
to
here,
basically all of caster.
and ooh, there's our first Swamp Stone, and that's it. And hearts, maybe and a bunch and a good amount of hearts.
Was it the first? Bluesy's tracker says
Second
2.
Swamp. 2. Yep, 2.
Yeah.
We got. Oh, that means that, you know what that means? That means it was a Swamp Stone and a Cloud Stone that got dug up together. Not too bad.
No, Bluesy found some Kinstone somewhere before that. I think it was 2 Cloud Stones dug up, but he was already had a caster from somewhere.
There was an early Cloud Stone early on.
Okay.
And Tingle Trees.
No, that was the Fall Stone.
Oh, wait, that was Falls. Well, either way, we have 5 stones. They still need. They don't want a 3rd Swamp Stone. They want 3 Cloud Stones.
Honestly, if they find a 3rd Swamp Stone, I don't think they're sad about it. They have all the tools to clear Fortress.
They have all the things to clear Fortress. That doesn't mean they want to.
No, but it's still a good number of checks.
Yeah, Fortress of Go mode.
Exactly.
So the real question is, does Bluesy commit to the vanilla climb since he's going to do Chronal?
Ooh. That is a good question. He does have mitts to make it more appealing.
Yeah, mitts makes it not completely awful. Just only kind of awful. And we're seeing Dark Maze on Nesman's side.
I think I probably would do the climb in Bluesy's position.
Oh, I don't. I know vanilla climb is slow and mean, but generally, if it's in logic and I have mitts, I've always done it. That's like.
I guess the other option is Deepwood.
Nah, I would do vanilla climb over deep. Well, I guess with Gust Jar.
Yeah, with the because of the Gust Jar, right? Gust Jar.
Yeah.
You can
if
clear
you
that.
have
It's
vanilla,
an element
yeah.
you can grab. You can go deeper into droplets if you really want to. But yeah, you're already on Crenel now. You're gonna do that.
Wait, let me see. Well. Wait, you don't need Cane for droplets.
No, Octo's in logic.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was like, wait, yeah, no, you could actually finish droplets now.
Yeah.
It just would be kind of annoying because you don't have a cape. So you'd have to do both sides fully.
Yep, which Nesman is going to show us whether you find any items on the right side.
Cloudstone. Cloudstone and Rupee Path.
Nothing interesting then. Like,
yep, so
sure, the Cloudstone is required, but that could have waited.
Yep. Yeah, Bluesy's gonna do Bluesy's definitely doing vanilla climb.
I don't think you can say that here.
Oh, you're right.
Like,
I keep forgetting.
He's definitely doing the Beanstalk and Sean Cave and the Rain Chest, and then he's probably doing vanilla climb.
We'll see.
But we don't know.
Well, we know that Nimbus isn't doing vanilla climb.
Nope.
You have to ask yourself if you want to risk climbing Chronal twice. True.
Sure. Everyone else has already climbed Chronal once, which Bluesy can't know for sure, but like... You already managed to put off your first dip until you had mitts. Which are those going to lead to anything? That's a Tingle Trophy. Well, you need a cane for that. But yeah, the obscure spots in the mine make it very appealing.
This is actually, if Tingle actually is somehow required, both Myth and Nesman skipped that because they didn't have mids.
Yeah.
At what point did they do?
Kind of awful.
Well, I don't know when Myth's gonna do it, but I'd be willing to gamble that since Nesman's doing town checks, he's gonna go do town basement after these.
I mean,
he might.
It sounds weird, but Myth and Nesmin might get bailed out if Kane is behind Vanilla Climb. If Tingle is required, right?
Yes. Because they would have...
Because they would have
maybe.
to climb again anyways, and they're going to
Yes.
like, they are likely to find Mitts before that point.
Well, Mitts locks Gust Jar, so they have to have the Mitts.
Sure. Yeah, as far as we know, there's no other way to actually be able to do the Vanilla Climb that they can access earlier.
Alright. Nothing in Carlo, nothing in that house.
And welcome to the race from Scrub Central. You might be interested to know that there's a Tingle trophy in Sean Cave that Nesmin and Myth skipped. We don't know whether Tingle has anything yet, but there's
Because
that.
Kane doesn't exist. Yep, there's no Kane yet. Yep, Bluesy is doing Vanilla Climb. So yeah, I said it too early, but it did make sense to do it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, Mitts make it now. Doing Vanilla Climb without Mitts is a bit more risky for sure. Oh, we got a fountain play. Nesman's doing fountain without Kane or Cape before doing town basement, school basement.
Okay. I mean, that's a play.
It's definitely a play.
I missed the log chest check, but
Nothing.
I don't think it was.
It was nothing.
Good.
It's okay. Yep, please go in there. Please do it. Okay, he's doing it. Nesman's gonna get his mitts.
Okay.
Are we gonna get
Is
a lot
Smith
of happy? Does Nesman do happy slashes too?
I don't know. Where's Smith going?
Not
Gusha was
where
over in Western Woods.
Yeah,
Mitts
buried
stuff.
in Western Woods. Yeah, it was the 6 checks, the one above Percy, the north of Percy.
Yep. Alright, Nesman now has mitts. Myth is close behind to grab those two.
Well, they both finally got their mitts. Now let's see if they can pull some sort of really big comeback. Alright, Malari Mines digging. We now have enough hearts for Waveblade.
I can never get these from memory if I'm going this way. It's weird. The other way I can, like, okay, I know where to dig. Doing them in reverse like this, I always need to look at them up.
Yeah. At the very least, you know you got it because the item doesn't move.
Yeah.
If it didn't have that... Oh, cool. More bottles. Nope, nothing here. Nothing but a bottle. Yeah, Mitt's mad. This seed put an item in a place that neither of them like to do early.
Yeah, I mean, it happens.
Yeah,
I don't know why,
that's rando.
but that specific check has been having things more often recently.
Alright, well, let's see if Krenel has anything. Vanilla Cane, maybe? Just to be mean?
Yeah, what's the alternatives? Gust Sherlock stuff?
Say again?
What's the alternative if there's nothing here on the mountain for Bluesy? Just Gust locked stuff?
Caster. Droplets
All
of
of
Deepwood.
Caster.
Yeah, Caster too. Droplets, deep. You have all of Droplets, all of Caster. You have a lot actually. You have all of Deepwood, Droplets, Graveyard, and Caster.
All right. So lots
That's
of
a
options.
It's just that he committed to Vanilla Climb since he was already here, so you might as well finish the job just to make sure Kane isn't here.
Yep.
Which makes sense.
Or
Nothing would be
something
worse.
Else, like
Yeah.
Careflames
Well, I mean,
doesn't like
imagine-
having the Ocarina.
That too. But like, imagine doing Vanilla Climb but Malari's Mine and then just not going into deeper Cave of Flames without Kain, and then it just happens to be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that would be, I don't care how big of a lead you had, you could just throw it all away right there if someone else did it and you didn't. Yeah, an Ocarina would be really nice, because if you had an Ocarina, I could see leaving, because then getting back is easy. Oh, there's Great Spin. That's very nice to have.
That's also scroll number 7, right?
That we've seen in total, yes. I don't know. This has, yeah, yep, yeah, it is on Bluesy's tracker. I wasn't sure if he'd gotten them all, but yeah, he has. Okay, so now everything in Casters and Logic.
Yeah.
Forgot about Swiftblade the first. I mean, there was a decent chance of Scroll being there, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, but also, like, it's an easy one to get back to.
Exactly. I mean, it could also be that Scroll being required for Swiftblade if he has the Cane, and then all the other scrolls are locked behind the Cane.
That sounds fun.
Sounds mean.
Can we make it a Cloud Skin Stone on Swiftblade the first instead?
No. What about the Swampkin Stone? So then they have to go all the way into non-element fortress.
That's fine. We can extend the chain.
Exactly. Yep. So Nesman's getting his not red sword. He's getting his green sword from Cloud Tops.
You don't need to write these ideas down a line, you just need to watch any seed and those ideas will come.
Yeah, you kind of just ad-lib the chain in your mind as you see what happens. Yeah, so Nimbus did just get his red sword from Cloud Tops. And Nesman has his green sword and now needs to go back to Lake to get his red sword.
Huh, Nesman hasn't been to the witch digging cave yet?
No, Nesman has not gone to the lake digging. He went to Cloud Tops first.
Yeah. It was Syrup's digging cave, right? Not actually the one that goes into lake. Like, yes, there's the ladder into lake, but that's still a Minish with digging cave.
It's in one of these, because I guess Myth's about to get it.
I'm pretty sure it's in the one, yeah, in Syrup cave.
Yeah. Yeah. Close enough. I thought it was the other one, but because I didn't see it, but there it is. Alright, so now Myth has to go to Cloud Tops to get his red sword.
Yeah, just gotta trade places with Nesman for a moment.
Yeah, just get a high five on the way. Oh, and Bluesy's doing lower Krenel to get his, and he'll get his graveyard key. I guess it makes sense. You just checked all this stuff. You might as well finish Krenel before leaving it entirely. But the real question is, does he go straight to caster, or does he do all of graveyard?
You can do all of caster, so I think it's gotta be that.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot more checks in caster.
I don't know, maybe he feels like, well, I just got the graveyard key, I want to follow that.
Maybe. I mean, the crazy thing is, looking at Bluesy's tracker, he's actually only 3 items from done. Sword, Cane, and Cape.
Kinstones.
And Kinstones. So, 6 items. I always forget about Kinstones every time. It's actually the worst feeling, too, to have every single item and then just be hunting for Kinstones. Yeah, he still needs 3 Cloudstones.
I think you'd rather hunt for Kinstones than for Forethought, though, because there's less
Yeah.
ground to cover.
True. Alright, so now he's done with lower Krenel. Yeah, he probably goes to caster. Nope, he's going to graveyard.
Okay.
That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it does, like, loop back into caster more nicely than the other way around, I guess.
Well, without flute for sure. Yep, okay, and there's blue sword for Nimbus. The only thing I could say is I would say Bluesy's definitely in the lead, but if Graveyard has nothing and like Nimbus goes to Castor right now, which
Nimbus
he probably
is
will.
for sure going to caster here.
Yeah, so that could be big. This could be a time loss for Bluesy potentially if there's nothing here, which could give Nimbus, Nimbus a leg up because we actually. Also, I just noticed we're almost an hour in with no element.
They can get one, theoretically two.
They can get two.
Yeah,
right
but
now.
like no one's gonna want to do Octo here.
I get that.
Like if you can, you're waiting for Cape before Octo.
Cape, yeah, for both actually. Cape just saves a lot of time in both of them.
It doesn't matter that much in Deep Wood.
Well, it saves time getting the boss key chest by like 30 seconds.
Sure.
But you're right. It's mainly for droplets. You really don't want to do droplets without cape.
Well, most of them. I
Okay.
don't think Nesman would mind that much because he's already he's got to go back through the right side anyways, even with Cape. So doing the left side with Gasha instead isn't that.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, he still then needs to do the right side again too.
Yeah. The interesting thing here is so like Myth and Nesman both basically last location in their mids, and now they're both last locationing their red sword just about.
I guess.
Just about. Well, I mean, it's only last locationing in terms of area, because the red sword's right here for Myth, but he's probably still going to finish the rest of Clouds.
Yeah. Though, he does have other things left.
It's
They've
pretty
both
close.
yet to go back to Sean Cave, for example.
True.
But yeah, they're going to pick up their red swords at similar times. The other chest
Alright,
on
so-
screen for Nesman.
Nothing yet in Graveyard. And I don't think anything yet in Caster.
We've not seen a lot of caster yet, though.
Yeah.
I guess Nimbus does not have 7 scrolls yet? Yeah, right, the 7th was in Cave of Flames.
Yep. Yeah, so unless there's another scroll here in Caster, Nimbus can't check Swiftblade.
Which, yeah, it's fine. You don't care that much to leave Swift at the first point.
Yeah, it's not terrible. Alright, well, after these two Gibdos die, time to see if Graveyard is a time sink. Will the king have something? Nope. Time sink. But Bluesy did save scum the entirety of Royal Valley to save a bit of backtracking out.
No, he only saved Scum Crypt, right?
Yeah.
If he had
Well, I
saved
mean,
Scum the
look-
Valley, he would have warped to Kremer.
Yeah, well, yes, my bad. He saved scum the crypt. to
So
save
that
time-
means
save time
he
walking
must...
up.
Like, he did save before going into the valley, though, so does that mean he found something in Graveyard before going into Crypt that we missed?
No, because he unless maybe an 8th scroll that he wanted to keep.
Something
That's
like
the only
that.
thing I see on his tracker. The only thing new on his tracker, I think, is an 8th scroll.
Okay. Sword beam.
Yeah, sword beams and
Okay.
grapes. Okay, so he wanted to keep that, I guess.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah, so we've already seen these. So what's new for us right now is Castor.
Which...
Oh, and
Nimbus
Bluesy
is
is going to check the
doing-
new check. Bluesy is going to check the blue sword check on Vale Falls.
Also a new check.
Yep, arrows in the bow chest. My pun privilege is revoked. Aw. And Nimbus is going to give us full hiking it looks like.
Yeah, I mean, you always do all of that here, right?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, yes.
You're not coming back to Castle. Like, it's... You don't have a fast way of coming back here, you're here, you can clear all of it on your first trip into Castle, like... You're going to full clear it.
Exactly.
Except for Great Anchor Harbor, but...
Yeah, but so far there's been nothing in Castor, which means it's got to be in a dungeon. And I get not wanting to go to Droplets without Cape, absolutely.
You
But
clear Deepwood first here, every time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, because Kane isn't as big of a deal to not have there. You want to do everything you can to try to hopefully find Cape. And then you give up, then you get sad and go, fine, I'll do it without Cape. Yeah, you want Cape on
Okay,
on
hiking
Blue
is
Queue.
required.
Wait, what was required?
Hiking. Nimbus found a cloud
Well-
of skins on there.
Oh, that's big. I looked away just for a second, thank you.
Yeah, so it doesn't do anything right now, but it does
But
mean
it is
that that was
required.
not a time loss to do.
Yep, and it also means if vanilla Cape or something like that happens, you have to do that. One more to have knowledge? Is there? Oh, is that a different one that we haven't? Is there another one that we haven't seen?
Oh yeah, Nesman found one somewhere, apparently.
I think the only thing that I think he's done is he was the first one to get boots, so maybe in a boots check.
Maybe. That would make sense.
Maybe a boots check at Lon Lon. I missed that then. Okay, so we're only missing one Cloudstone then, not two. In terms of knowledge. And Nesman is unfortunately going to go to Graveyard, which we know has nothing.
Though, with how early they got full access, I feel like all of
Oh,
them
it makes
would go
sense.
to Graveyard, so...
No, it absolutely makes sense. It's just that we have the knowledge.
Oh yeah, but it also means, like, if they're all doing it, no one's losing time doing it, right?
Yep, that's the second person to do it, yeah. I got 2 people curing Greagle for 5 rupees. He's like, that was worth a lot of money in my day. You can go see a whole movie for that. We called them Nickelodeons. Yeah, so it looks like Nimbus is probably doing the Deepwood play. Same with... And then Bluesy probably goes there after this.
Probably.
That's my guess.
Wait, no, Bluesy hasn't done Caster yet.
Oh, wait, you're right. Nope, that makes a lot more sense. So Nimbus is going to do the Deepwood play, and Bluesy is going to do all of Castor and not find anything. Except for the Cloudstone, if he does hiking. That's the only thing here.
Yeah. No, Bluesy is also going to do Great Uncle Herbert, which we haven't seen yet.
That too. That would be a pretty funny check to have something.
Does Myth have the scrolls for that? Probably not.
I don't think so.
He hasn't been to Graveyard yet either, right? So.
No. You would have to go to Graveyard or Cave of Flames. So far. Nope, not needed. Great Uncle Herbert wishes you well with life. That's about it. Alright, so right now our only new checks are going to be what Nimbus does in Deepwood after the point where Mytha had to leave.
Which,
Anything Gust Jar locked.
that you couldn't get with bombs, therefore it's just the, like, small chest in the basement and the boss key chest? And green
I believe so. Yep. 3 checks could still have something, though.
Yeah. Well, there's definitely an element that you're going to grab, so...
Exactly. Yeah, so we're not going to see anything new for a short time.
No. But...
Alright, so Nesman's going to leave after getting nothing from the king.
yeah, question is, where does Nesman go after this? I don't know why, but I feel like a droplets play is...
I mean, I think Droplet or Deepwood, it makes sense. I feel like
Yeah,
he'd want
the thing about droplets for Nesman is, right, if the cape is on the ice plane, he's already done the Dark Maze to not have to go there again.
Yeah, he already made that gamble once.
So it's weird, but it feels like it's more compelling for Nesman to want to go to droplets.
Exactly.
Oh, it's... Okay, Cave of Flames is a play, sure.
Yeah, you know what? It makes sense. Yeah, he wants to do Vanilla Climb since it's all the checks with the mitts.
Yeah, you get...
But I think at this point, like for example,
you
like
get the scrub here, and then you just...
yeah.
get
So we're gonna see
Cave
Green Chew.
and go to Cave of Flames.
Yeah, so we're gonna see Green Chew, which will be new in the first element at 1 hour and 8 minutes in or so. But yeah, I think at this point, if you're Nimbus or Bluesy, after Bluesy finishes Caster, you just push your progression and just do Deepwood into Droplets, even if you don't get Cape, because there's got to be something there.
Yep.
Either Kane or Cape's got to show up, or maybe even Four Sword for School Garden. Yep, Blue Chew could totally have something. I will never forget the time that there was a race that I saw Blue Chew have a Cape.
Mm-hmm.
I will never forget that.
Always fun when Blue Chew has something.
And 1 hour and 8 minutes in for the first element. Hooray! 1 down, 3 to go. And another scroll.
Bait spin scroll there.
There was another place, like Bluesy already had Great Spin. I think he got his Great Spin.
His
I think
was
he
the
got
long
from-
spin scroll, yeah.
Yeah.
Or maybe just his first spin scroll, I don't even know. Does he have fast
Having all the
split?
Yep. Having all the spin scrolls is nice.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Alright, so Nimbus got an element. I feel like he probably just takes the L and goes to droplets without cape.
I mean, what are his options?
Exactly. His only other option would be Vanilla Climb, because I don't think Nimbus has done Vanilla Climb yet.
No, he hasn't, but...
Yeah, so
Do you really want to?
So yeah, well, at this point, it's not a bad play, so you have to decide, do I want to do Vanilla Climb or Capeless Droplets? But, I mean, Droplets is progression, and Vanilla Climb, you can't even beat it without Kane, so I guess Droplets would be a better play, in my opinion, too.
Easy
It
for
is
us to say
progression and-
when we know that Kane's not up there.
Exactly. Without that knowledge, it's hard to make that assumption. But with that knowledge, I would say going to Droplets is definitely the better play.
Well... yeah, in this situation, we know it has to be in droplets, right? There's nothing else left.
I think, yeah, I don't think there is anywhere else it could be. I think we've actually have seen every check in the game besides Droplets, because I think Nimbus did everything in Deepwood and didn't find anything there. Besides the element. And the scroll. Ocarina on Blue Chew, Cape on Octo. I mean, to be fair, the thing is... I mean...
Ocni, sorry, it's Kane on Octo, Cape on Yolari.
Yeah. Well, we know we still need Ocarina. No, it's it's even better. It's Kane. It's the vanilla cape chest has the Ocarina to get to Yolari. Just so you have to go up there twice.
And the last Kinstone on Blue Chew?
Yes.
I dig it.
Yeah, so what we're gonna see is, Nimbus is doing this cleanup stuff, which might he find that other Kinstone that that Nesman has? I don't know where it is.
Here, but I guess it wasn't. Have we seen the London Caves checks yet?
Oh, yes, that's it. It was the Cloudtop's Kinstone that we don't
oh, yeah, it wasn't droplets.
Yeah, so
right.
You're right. Thank you. No one else has done that but Nesman. But I mean, I'm pretty sure Nimbus is going to droplets after this.
Yeah, and like drops is an element. They're going to go there eventually.
Yeah, they're getting railroaded into Temple of Droplets. But Myth is gonna go donate his 5 minutes to the graveyard.
As you do.
I mean, it's a good play. Just doesn't work out today.
Okay! That's a 4-sword. On Waveblade.
Nice. I mean, at least it wasn't super early progression, but it's nice to have.
That's a fun one, yeah.
I don't think it would have been possible to get that earlier, because I think there was too many hard slot behind Red Sword, so I don't think it would have been possible to get that sword.
Well, you definitely couldn't have gotten a Red Sword without Metz anyways.
That's true.
Like, unless there's
not.
Somewhere that they've all missed Cape, like, I don't know.
I don't think
there is. Have we seen Swiftblade? We must have.
Yes, we've seen every Swiftblade except for the Kane one, the Cape one, because we know Cape yet.
We don't have a Kane to go into Fountain. Well, we don't have a Kane to do the one check in Fountain that Nesman hasn't done yet.
Yeah, there's one mystery check in Fountain. But yeah, the Fountain, I've seen Fountain happen so many times in recent history that a lot of people do the Fountain play now. Or at least Nesman does. I mean, we also have School Garden as an option now.
No, we don't. We don't have a Kane.
Oh wait, you're right. I keep forgetting because normally the cane shows up by now.
Yeah! No, it does not want to show up today.
I keep making that mistake. It's like, yeah, you can do this. Oh wait, no cane. It's like, okay, well then at the same token, you can totally do the rest of Cave of Flames without a cane, right?
Clearly.
This is just a secret new strat that nobody's found yet. Anyway. We're gonna do Ice Matter Pillar.
Of course.
Always fun. Because
Yeah,
ice
they have a
physics
sword
are just
for it.
fun. Yeah, because you can kill it instantly. Oh, well, he messed up there, but it is possible to kill it instantly with Force Sword.
Oh yeah. I was making a reference to the Fall Punishment Seed, but yeah.
Oh. My bad.
Yeah, there was a bug in logic at the time where Ice Matter Pillar didn't require a weapon in logic. So I made them do it swordless.
Interesting. Okay. Well, the seed is get your myths in town basement to get to your red sword, which both myth and Nestman basically last locationed.
There's also still a tingle trophy on Sean Cave that we could still lead to something.
That too. That would be very entertaining. Not for them, but for us. So far, nothing in Ice Plane.
Nope.
Gonna go hit the switch before going over there. I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, you can just do the check and despawn the lily pad again now.
Ah yes, the boomerang. Very useful for scissor bugs.
Yeah, scissor beetles are so much easier with the boomerang.
I know some people are like, well, I don't want to pause and lose time for pausing. I'm like, I'm bad at the game. I want to use the boomerang.
It's not even being bad at the game or not.
Oh, me. I said me.
Yeah, but like, even if you're good at the game, it probably just still saves you time to go equip the boomerang.
Exactly. Lose time, lose pause time, but save time with boomerang. I think the only time I don't use the boomerang is the one underneath the library. You can actually knock that one into the water sometimes. Glitchless has no boomerang. Oof.
Yeah, glitchless is rough. I mean, why would you pick up a boomerang? But
Alright, so now we're gonna see the long lily pad check.
yeah. So now Nimbus is going to quick pop after that check. To save the time backtracking. But like I said, it's not that slow to just go through the room again if you despawn the lily pad, so it's at the start again.
It works. Man, nothing. 80% having magical boomerang spoils, I bet.
Is that still the current route? For any percent? Arrow, this race is to determine which, like all of these racers went 3-0 in their group. It's about determining which of them is going to get a bye for the bracket stage. So the top 2 racers out of these 4 are going to get a bye.
Exactly.
There is also a tie-break race going on at the same time in the same race room with the same seed, but you know.
Bluesy's done a few more checks than Nimbus has, but like Nimbus might be slightly ahead if he doesn't give away the time that if Nimbus never goes to graveyard, that'd be a bit of time he'll have up on it. And we're gonna see Blue Chew, because at this point, you definitely can't skip Blue Chew at this point.
I mean, you can.
You shouldn't, in my opinion.
There's an argument for doing it after Octo. I don't know if they picked up both map and compass yet.
You know what? I have not. According to the auto tracker, it looks like they have.
Okay. So then it's... You might as well do it now.
Yeah, because it has an item for sure.
No, there's an item on Octo left.
Yeah, that's what I meant. If you have both map and compass, then he has an item.
Oh, yeah. That kind of item, yes. Might not be anything important, though.
Correct.
And
but,
Nimbus hasn't done the second Ruby path yet, so...
True.
Like, he's missing 4 items. There's a chance he would just be in Go mode at the end of Octo without having done this. We know that's not happening.
But that's the thought process you have to consider.
But it's possible from his perspective, yeah.
Well, this is the third phase, so we'll see what Blue Chew has. Yes. Yes. So much yes. So much yes.
Oh,
So much yes right now.
that's great.
No, it's now, yeah, probably required because Fortress has so many items, but technically may not be required, but it's probably required.
We don't have anything else left. It is it
would have to be something on Octo. It would have to be something on Octo that unlocked like everything, like Cape or something on Octo. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like 99% chance that's required.
Orkney wrote this Phantometer, so I'm innocent. It's not me. But yeah, there's a slim chance that Octo has like the cane and everything else in Cave of Flames. Otherwise, Blue Chew is required.
Yeah, it's very, very slim chance that Blue Chew is skippable.
We said Orkney wrote this, who is one of our trackers today.
Yeah. Always good work from the people tracking.
Yeah. Shout out to them making sure we actually know what's going on. Because, as we all know, commentators don't pay attention, right?
Well, we're trying to look at all different screens, and then we miss someone.
Don't make
and then
excuses,
like, oh,
we just don't pay attention.
okay, fine, you're right. Octo rolled this, I like that one more. Actually, no, it's like actually. Actually, Blue Chew rolled this, my bad.
They've had Octo access for a while, they just didn't want to go there.
I mean that's completely fair.
You could have done Octo as your first element this seed.
That is also true. Although I think because Gus Jar unlocked them both, but Gus Jar simultaneously unlocked both elements at the same time.
Yeah, exactly.
I will frame Blue Chew if I want to.
Yep, that was the fourth Kinstone we had already seen, so...
Yeah.
We're missing 1 Kinstone, 1 Cane, and 1 Cape.
Yep, 3 items from Go Mode. Wait, so...
And 2 out of those could be in Cape Chest. So, you know?
Yeah.
Well, not simultaneously, but, you know.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. All we need is to go to Fortress of Go Mode and have Skull Drop Chest have the last Kinstone. That's it. I mean, right?
Maybe.
That's not
But
terrible.
it could just be a Vanilla Boss Key and on Mazar.
Oh, that'd actually be even worse. You're
exactly.
right. I was one step away from the true pain.
Although, I like an early Boss Key, the Kinstone on Mazar, and then the Cane in the back.
Because you'll leave and skip the cane, probably. That's right.
No. Probably not, but someone might.
Someone might. And if one person does, then I'd call that winning. For the viewers.
Yeah.
Not for them. Alright, so yep, Nimbus doing his Octopath, Bluesy will be right on his tail. Based on what I can see, yeah.
We'll take Bluesy a while to get over there.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, while those two are clearly ahead in the top 2 spots right now, Nimbus actually has the lead, because until he does Graveyard, he has those few minutes over Bluesy.
And with that cast against Stone, he might not go to Graveyard.
They're both non-required areas. One has way more checks than the other.
Yeah. And it's Blue Chew, like, you've got to push that advantage if you have found that right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Bluesy will skip Blue Chew, but if he does, imagine.
I don't think he will skip it, but Nimbus did it while he still had a lot of other things to do. Bluesy will do it while he has basically nothing else to do.
Correct. The only reason Bluesy would ever skip it is if he wanted to do Octo first and then save it for last, I guess. But I don't think he'll do that.
He might, but yeah, probably not.
It's just because you know he has an item if you've been paying attention to Map and Compass, so it's like, I'm missing enough. If Octo doesn't have it, then I have to go walk all the way back to Blue Chew.
Yeah.
Which is like an extra minute, so...
I agree he should do it. Probably should put the sound on Myth, since he had Mike on and is about to find that Kinstone, shouldn't I?
Probably. Just temporarily.
Yeah. You know.
Live reactions is always fun.
How much other stuff does Smith have left?
A lot. Well, let me see, actually.
He hasn't been to Vanilla Climb yet, right?
I don't think so, actually. So he's actually not that far behind if he doesn't... Because Vanilla Climb wasn't actually required.
Yeah. Like, they're all
actually not that far behind either.
Squish back together.
Well, yeah. They are, actually. Myth and Nesmith are a lot closer than I thought. Here we it.
Well, that was underwhelming.
Well, the people couldn't see the face slap.
I just ruined my entire race because of that.
2 face slaps.
Okay.
2 face palms.
Thing is, Myth isn't even that far behind, but he's now going to think that...
He is.
Yeah.
Well, that's... The seed like this is going to make you believe you're behind.
I guess. You might think he's getting baited. Huh.
Well, that's the thing, though. If you feel like you're behind, do you take the bait and hope that nobody else did?
If he feels like he's getting baited, he has to take the bait, right?
Well, that's the thing. If you're really far behind and you get baited by non-required Fortress, do you hope that other people didn't do it and you're thinking it's a dumb play, so because you're behind you do a dumb play to try to catch up?
I have no idea.
I don't know. But from what I can tell, if everybody like plays straight through... Oh yeah, that's the thing though. Yeah, but Myth has not done Vanilla Climb.
He's not going to do Vanilla Climb.
Yeah. And...
Yeah, so Myth is going to Caster, and it'll turn out fine.
Yeah, but neither... I don't think Nesman... Has Nesman done Caster yet, too? Yeah, no, wait, he did. Yeah, they both did. Yeah. They both did Caster to get the Kinstone from hiking. Yeah, so they're actually really not that far behind.
Well, going to Octo does take a while, so, you know.
Exactly. But I mean, they were all 4 in the dungeon at the same time.
Yeah, but like now Nimbus is out of it and Bluesy is just starting the path to Octo. And
Although
Nesmin and Myth are each like Myth is. Actually, how is Myth this close to Bluesy?
don't not
Did
really.
Bluesy
Well,
like
Myth
die on
hasn't-
the like path to Octo
No,
or something?
but Myth hasn't done Vanilla Climb.
Yeah, but I mean, just based on when they went into Droplets, Bluesy was here earlier than Myth, wasn't it? Maybe I'm wrong.
I believe so. Oh no! Myth has not done Deepwood.
Right, that's the difference. Okay.
That's it.
That's also why he's feeling he's getting baited. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
He's gonna do Deepwood first, then he might follow the bait.
Yeah.
The bait that's probably required, but feels like bait. That makes sense. I just missed that. He's the only one that hasn't done Deepwood. Everyone else has done Deepwood, so he's probably
not done
still
Green
behind.
Shoe. He's done a lot of Deepwood before that, right?
Yeah. Well, by Deepwood, yeah, I mean the element.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like the reason he hasn't done Green Shoe yet is because it's so few checks, because he has done a lot of Deepwood before.
Nimbus isn't following the Kinstone. He's going up to Clouds again. He's doing this. Well, not all the way. He's just doing this one check.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, what does he have up there? No, it's just this one check.
Yeah.
That's you do the
guess it
singular
makes sense.
check. Sure.
Just so you don't. Yeah, because it'd be like, oh, if this had it and I did all of Fortress for nothing.
Yeah, like if this was a Kane, you'd think about going to Fortress again, but it's not. Nimbus is going to Fortress after this.
He can still beat Bluesy to Fortress though if he goes there right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Bluesy's 100% going straight to Fortress.
I mean, Bluesy doesn't have anything else left.
Oh no, don't do it. Nope, Nimbus is giving away his time to Graveyard.
Okay.
Unfortunate.
Still not too bad.
You know, it's
This
not
is-
a bad play, but it's just unfortunate for him.
I mean, it's going to
That's
allow
all.
Bluesy to catch up
Get
again.
back ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah, all have done Graveyard now, I believe.
Does Bluesy should have 3 Swampkin Stones, right? Does Bluesy not do a Blue Chew?
No, yeah, Bluesy did do Blue Chew. He skipped it.
Oh. Well, he's going to go to Blue Chew after Octo then.
Yeah. He's just gonna lose that
They
extra
might
minute.
just end up in Wind Runes at the same time. Nimbus and Bluesy, that is.
Maybe, because that is gonna cost him that extra minute.
Okay, Nimbus setting the quick wop there, is planning on save scumming Crypt.
Very smart.
And yeah, missed just the cutscene behind Bluesy.
A cutscene in a deep wood, and then Nesmin's just making his way.
Myth is going to go for Blue Octomanap.
Yeah, and Nesmin did do Blue Chew. And yeah, it's Myth. Myth does Minep usually.
Yep.
So he might actually save time, because I don't think Bluesy did it, so...
Well, it's up to luck for Bluesy, so, you know.
Exactly. But every bit of time that you can save is important.
Yep, that's an ink for Bluesy.
Yep, one smoke.
At least.
Yep, one or two smokes. What's it gonna be? Oh yeah, I believe that for sure. Vatty2 trolling you, Octo trolling you. Two inks.
You already got a lot of charges before the start of the third phase, so you know. it could happen. Maybe.
And it looks like, yep, and Myth got the Manip. So perfect Octo. Well, I'm just gonna assume he got the Manip. It's always possible if you mess it up, the Octo was just nice to you.
He got the Manip.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Alright, so I don't think Myth isn't going to deep. Myth is going to Deepwood first for sure.
See, I guess.
I don't think you follow a bait to a non-required area when you have an element you can still go get.
Probably not, but you could.
You could, I just don't see it, because based on where he's
going
yeah,
to Deepwood.
Yeah. He's just like, what's the fastest way to get there without flute? And Bluesy's gonna go do Blue Chew. Well, him skipping Blue Chew gave Nimbus that extra minute, so Nimbus might actually keep the lead slightly.
Yes. Although, it's only this bit of movement, Nimbus was still ahead, even if Bluesy had done Blue Chew the first time around, right?
Well, yeah, it's just the amount of time taking to go back to Blue Chew, which is about 30-ish seconds, and then also he had bad luck on Octo with 2 inks.
Yeah. So Nimbus is going to be the first one to go into
our required, non-required fortress of Go mode.
I'm assuming he's just going to set the quick warp here first and then go back for Great Unclever, because I think Nimbus still has that open, right?
If he hasn't, if he has the 7 scrolls, I know he didn't check it.
He's been to Graveyard.
But here's the real question. If you get Kane, do you bail instantly, or do you keep going?
Depends, how far in are you? If it's on the butterfly here, I bail.
Yeah, if it's early enough, but like, I guess if it depends on how deep it is.
If you're in Fortress, you don't bail. Yep, there's the quick warp set into Great Nickel Herbert.
Alright, Bluesy's about to get disappointed. He knows where he knows what he must do, but he doesn't like it.
Is it disappointment? I mean, at this point you've gotta just
accept it and get over there. Expect the pain.
Exactly.
If you're prepared for it, it doesn't hurt as much. Maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, he's gonna check Fountain first. He does not want to go there.
Well, we know Fountain doesn't have it.
Yes, it is a Blue Chew required seed too, but there's the Cane. Early, that's early enough to bail.
Looks like Nimbus agrees with you. He's out of there.
He's like, oh, there's Cane, I'm out, bye-bye. Cave of Flames first, and then,
there's other
Cave of Flames,
you want to do.
Cave of Flame, let's see. Cave of Flames, School Garden, Vale Falls with the Cane, Tingle, then back to Fortress. That'd probably be the best loop I could think of.
Yeah.
It gets better too, but there was also it could, but also the mitts were in school basement, which locked everything. That was entertaining.
This was a very nice seat so far.
Exactly.
It's just been giving you all the items.
Just not
No,
the places you wanted.
no bad spots at all.
Absolutely. What do you mean you didn't? What do you mean you didn't check blue too early?
So the last Keystone is on Tingle, right?
Could be.
Should be.
Well, based on how, well, my opinion is different than everyone else's, of course, but I think the way I would route this, I think that might be the last thing you check with the cane.
Might be. Although I think I'd do Tingle before some of... Like, before going into Fountain, maybe.
I think, well, Fountain, yeah, you know what, before Fountain, you're right. But I think after here, if there's nothing in Cave of Flames, I go to School Garden next.
Yeah. School, Wayfords, Tingle, Fountain.
Yeah, I would do School, yeah, School, Vale Falls, Tingle, Vale Fountain. That'd probably be my order, too. Now, we're wanting Vanilla Cape, Tuba. Also, actually, Nimbus save time, because I don't think Nimbus ever did, this. He never did Vanilla Climb, I don't think.
No, Nimbus is now safe scumming in for, in Cave of Flames to do Madara's Mines.
And it's gonna work out, because we know there's nothing here but a bottle.
Yeah.
Yeah, so actually, this is where Nimbus saved a lot of time, because he never did Vanilla Climb.
Yeah.
He's like, I don't want to do it, and it worked out.
I don't know, have to see whether Bluesy decides to bail after Kane as well, or whether he's gambling on Fortress.
We will have to see what his thought process is for sure. I do agree, in my opinion, of leaving. This was definitely early enough to leave, in my opinion, for sure. Oh, Nesman's getting it first. We weren't paying attention to Nesman. He actually caught up.
Myth is
Desmond's
doing
staying.
Beanstalk after entering Fortress. Which is also a route you can do, right? It's not actually slower to do that because you can quick warp down from it. It's not faster either, so it's just like, when do you want to invest the time to get that check? And Myth decided he would pull it off.
Exactly.
So we're going to
And
see
Myth-
Fortress, because now it's too late for Myth to bail. He's clearing Fortress, right?
Yeah. And he didn't get the cane yet.
Well, yeah, but he could, like, theoretically, he could be leaving Fortress right now, do quick warp caves to the Beanstalk. But
Yeah.
then you still shouldn't bail, I think.
Nobody but Nimbus bailed, so if there's something in Cave of Flames, then Nimbus just has this free.
Yeah, this is interesting.
Like, because here's the thing, if there's nothing here, Nimbus doesn't lose that much time, he's just gonna go back.
Yeah.
That's why, in my opinion, that's why I'm gonna stand by, I think leaving was the better idea, until we see something that proves otherwise.
It is still a fair bit of walking that Nimbus would have to do in that world.
True, unless he
But
gets
it's
gifted
not
by the Ocarina.
immediately like, oh, you lose.
Yeah, exactly. They still don't have Rockbreaker out of all their scrolls, I just noticed.
Don't they?
Well,
Huh.
Bluesy doesn't, because he was having to pick up the rocks to kill the bugs.
Okay.
Nothing on the easy rupees.
Nope.
Yeah, and there's the long spin for Nimbus, because he hasn't been here yet.
I guess if Cape is here, Nimbus might lose some time.
Yeah, because saving, Cave of Flame, Cape is nice. But if it's just the Kinstone, if it's just the Cloud Kinstone, then it's not really that terrible.
Yeah.
Especially if Cloud Kinstone is Go mode. If Cape is like in Cave of Flames, that or somewhere lock. Yeah, and Tingle. Because we already do know that we get Go mode. We do get Go mode Cloud Fortress. I mean, not Fortress, Palace today.
Yes. Well, most of Palace, for sure. It could still be Vanilla Cape.
True. But I meant the deeper part. That's the slower part. There's no items there. It's just get your keys and you're done.
Like, you might not appreciate it because it never comes up in Rando, but the beginning of Palace is much slower without Cape.
Oh yeah, it is. I do remember that. It's been a while since I normally 100%ed Minish Cap, but yeah, it's a slog.
Well, Nimbus is about to get 2 new checks in Cave of Flames.
Well, that was 1 new check right there, but...
Oh yeah. You're right, it was. This one's not going to be, but then every one after that is going to be.
Exactly.
And yeah, the other thing that we don't see often in Rando, Bluesy pushing blocks in this room instead of just caping across the gap. Wait, did we see the Kinstone? Oh, Myth just found it.
Yep, so the Kinstone's in there. He's trying to decide if he stays or bails. He's like, do I stay or do I go? And we're doing and Magical Boomerang using the Gust Dart through the wall trick, which is actually found like a couple months ago.
Was it even that long? Yeah.
It's fairly recent. Like this tournament would be the first one that actually had that trick used.
Well, it's because we have not played with Obscure Spots for that long. Right?
That's true.
This is the first tournament with Obscure Spots. Well,
fair enough.
The Variety Tournament had rounds with Obscure Spots, but you know.
Yeah. Still interesting to see. It's 1 new check, but it's cool.
Yep.
I forget who found it. They were just like, someone posted, it's like, oh, hey, you can just pull this paw through the wall. Okay, so yeah, if Cape is also in Fortress, then Nimbus is in trouble. Otherwise, he's still fine.
Yeah, especially if he finds an Ocarina in here.
Exactly. Wait, did Bluesy skip the Kinstone somehow? Chat's saying Bluesy skipped the chest with the Kinstone.
How? Okay. Well, let's hope he looks at his tracker before leaving. Oh, wait, no, he's save scummed the left side, so it's always still going to show checks available. Yeah, okay. Bluesy may have like.
He'll see it if he has to drop down, but I don't think he does.
There was nothing on the heart piece. So
I don't think so.
If this is something that he will watch and maybe pay another
save
attention.
himself. So is that now? Oh, so that's now the. Oh, it's a key. So that's gonna. Oh, there we go. That'll save him.
So now he sees the chest. Did he pay enough attention to notice the chest?
We'll see, because you're going down to get the key.
Well, you should have quick warp there. It's faster to quick warp and walk back to. Then
he's doing it.
Down, I think.
He's like, oops, I missed the chest.
Yeah. Okay. He got saved by that smog.
I don't think. Wait, did Nimbus do all of the bottom basement already?
No, I think he went to the boss first. Which,
okay.
If you don't have Cape, makes a lot of sense. Cape could always just be on here.
That's true. Good. I was like about to be like, wait, there's no way he did that, right? Oh, Bluesy's bailing and checking the Minish checks.
Well, that's not necessarily bailing.
Well, he might go.
You are always quick warping after these.
That's true. That would have been new name check if he had actually forgot about it. The key saved him, because if it wasn't a key, he might have missed it.
Nimbus doing 4 cyclic V-Rock.
Unfortunate. Still nothing else besides that Kenstone on the right side, which isn't super deep fortress. So if that's what I'm saying. If Cape is not in fortress, then Nimbus will get that Kenstone and leave.
Yeah, if he finds Cape before going back to fortress.
Yeah, if he finds Cape, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, if he finds Cape, then he's fine. If Cape's in here, then he might be in trouble because he'll be doing a lot of extra checks he didn't have to. Nesman has not gotten that Kenstone yet, according to his tracker.
And Nesman is leaving.
And thus he's missing a different Kenstone.
He is not. He wasn't 4 before this, I'm pretty sure.
Then, yeah, because they're all using auto trackers, so that means he does not have it, right?
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, so now it's the Nesman chest. Now it's there's your name check. It's the Nesman chest now.
No, that's just Nesman betting fortress.
Oh. Yeah, he's missing one from there unless his auto tracker messed up, yeah.
No, I think that's just Nesman baiting fortress. It happens. And he's gonna get punished for once.
Me, who's never set up the auto tracker.
Yeah, if Myth forgets the beanstalk, that one is. But Myth is not going to forget the beanstalk.
No, there's no way.
Myth is going to do Mazal here and then do Quick Warp Caves and the beanstalk after, I think.
Aww. Skull Drop had nothing.
Oh,
Sadness.
Looks like he's not doing Mazal. He's still doing Quick Warp Caves and the beanstalk here.
Quick Warp Caves first, though, because it's 2 checks.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see if his tracker messed up, but I think he just missed it. Or he left early.
Yeah, I think Nesman just bailed, right?
Believe so. Because everything else on his tracker's been working, so that seems more likely.
I mean, specifically, Kingston's had issues with auto-tracking and partially doing fusions a while ago, but I think that's gotten fixed. Okay, yeah, so Myth is doing the beanstalk.
Probably. Do you think he does Mazal or does he leave?
I think when he finds Kane here, he's more likely to leave.
Nah, he's committing.
Okay. I would have expected Mazal to be first then, because you save like 2 meters of walking.
Yeah, because if Mazal somehow... Yeah, if Mazal somehow has Cape.
That would be something.
If Mazal somehow had Cape, then he would actually be in first place.
Yes. With Bluesy very close behind.
Yes. But that would still be a really big change.
But they'd both be in go mode, right?
Yes. And it would be a tower. It'd probably
and actually,
come down to the tower
no, Bluesy has done a lot of KO Flames, so Bluesy would be ahead of Myth at that point.
Oh, you're right. No, you're right. Yeah, but that would be enough to maybe give Myth second place.
Yes.
Which, as we said, for this race is all that matters. Getting first is great, but you just need to get at least top 2.
Oh, are the keys all at the front? I guess it doesn't matter that much then. So the only time difference there is the Choo-Choo fight, which is about as far as Bluesy's behind, to be honest, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. With all the keys being right there at the front, Myth would just go mode Cave of Flames and just skip all those checks, which is pretty rare to see. You don't actually get to see that very often. Cape was not in Cave of Flames, though. Nimbus has cleared it out. Neither was Flute.
Okay. Let's see what order Nimbus does cane checks in.
My opinion, School Garden, Vale Falls, but we will see what he decides. It's been a hot minute since I've seen a School Garden with a required item. Also interesting that Cave 22 or Uso's Treasure Cave has nothing this seed.
I don't think it's that uncommon for there to be an item in School Garden, right?
I'm talking about me personally, I haven't seen it that
sure,
often.
you haven't seen a seed in a while, right? At least not in commentary.
True. Yeah, Cave Go mode is an interesting go mode for sure.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, especially if it ends up being vanilla.
Sure.
Because, I mean, let's be honest, that's what we're all hoping for here.
Okay.
Wallet.
So, nothing important on Mazal.
Wait, I lied. You know what? I lied. I'm sorry, guys. I lied. I don't want vanilla cape. I want Ocarina and cape chest. My bad. I am sorry to have deceived you.
Make them double the palace, I like it.
Oh, there it is. There's Ocarina.
Okay, so now you're also doing Yidari while you're here. Before you go to Vale Falls.
Darn. No, that gets rid of the... Now we have to go back to vanilla cape. But that's going to save Nimbus a lot of time for going back to get his Kinstone.
A bit, yeah.
The only problem is, yeah, if it's vanilla cape though, he's going to do all of Fortress and might lose some time.
Yeah, there's one in Fountain, there's one on Tingle, there's 4 in Lower Vale South Vale Falls.
Yeah, and there's 3 here, Yulari, and the 2 in the 3 in the Fountain. My bad. 3, so 4 total. 4 counting Yulari.
Oh yeah.
I always forget about that obscure one that got added in the under the library.
That's 10 checks before you need the Kingstone.
Come on, Yulari. Darn.
Oh yeah, also Orphan Fairy is there, which Bluesy is doing right now. We're probably missing some other cane checks.
Oh, there's roll attack.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Bluesy
Nice
did not go to School Garden first. He went to Orphan Fairy first. And Tingle, I think.
Probably.
So that means, yeah, Tingle had nothing, because he would have done Tingle on the way here.
Unfortunate.
Yeah. Meth also got his flute
There's
and
the
go straight to Yulari.
So Nimbus is fine.
Yeah, so Bluesy's in go mode.
Bluesy's in go mode, Myth is going to hit go mode soon. Nimbus has a chance to catch up.
So yeah, now unfortunately this has turned into a race for second, because I think Bluesy has a far enough lead that it's gonna be rough. Well, maybe. It depends on Cave of Flames, I guess. But Cave of Flames with Cape is pretty quick.
Yeah, Cave of Flames is pretty quick, but Cape doesn't... Like, it's go mode Cave of Flames that's pretty quick at this point, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Myth picked up the flute which Bluesy missed, so... We still have a race for first.
True, but Myth needs to get that cape really quick from Vale Falls, which he's probably going to next from here.
Yeah, like, he's following his cane, right?
Yeah. Nimbus is the one that's gonna get a little punished because he left right away, unfortunately, now.
Yeah, Nimbus is going to clear out all these cane checks before going back to Fortress.
Yeah.
But still, like, out of the items...
He's going to Vale Falls right now. He's going to Vale Falls right now, though, so he's gonna get his cape, and then he's gonna... and then he either goes back to Fortress or finishes all the cane checks. So he's gonna finish all the cane checks.
I mean, he's still going to do all the cane checks before going back to Fortress. And do all the cape checks, which isn't that many, right? Well, okay,
Yeah.
it's a fair bit, yeah.
Actually, yeah, this is a race for first because because without that flute, Myth is gonna get straight back to Cloud Tops instantly. Bluesy has to walk the whole way.
Oh, Myth doesn't even have the warp point at Cave of Flames yet, right?
Nope. He does not, because he would have warped there if he did.
Yeah, he never went there.
Yeah, but it doesn't take that long to get there. I think he still might save enough time versus not having to go all the way up Cloud Tops again.
Yeah, and I think both of them are far ahead of Nesmond and Nimbus at this point.
Yep. It's actually really interesting because near the beginning, Myth was looking like he was in the last, and now he's racing for first. That's how Rando be though. Love to see it.
Myth will tell you that it's because he avoided going to Cave of Flames.
I could agree with that. He didn't double dip it, and not doing Vanilla Climb saves you a lot of time.
Yeah.
That round.
I mean, we saw that on Nimbus side. It's just that Nimbus got punished by a Keystone Fortress.
Exactly. Hey man, sometimes you got to stick to your gumption and rando, and just set yourself to I'm never doing this till it's the last thing possible. And sometimes that works out. Exactly. It's like he's gonna be like, well, when he rewatches this race, he's gonna be like, well, it worked, so yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. Until you get punished for it, it makes sense. Also, hi Myth from the future.
Yeah. To be fair, I don't think there was a natural point for Myth to have gone back for Vanilla Climb.
The only thing would have been, it's actually because he last location the mitts is really the only reason.
Yeah.
So yeah, sometimes last location can work out. Sometimes. So we're gonna have to see, is the amount of time that Bluesy's ahead in Cave of Flames, is that enough to negate is the amount of time Myth will save with the warping straight to Cloud Tops with Flute? Or will Bluesy still have a small lead?
No, climbing up there takes a while. Oh. Okay, so Myth needs to go to... Like, Bluesy just started Lerock, right? So Myth needs to go there. Bluesy is probably going to be slightly ahead entering Palace, and then Myth will probably pull ahead by the time they get to the HC.
I think it might still come down to Tower RNG and D at C, though.
Oh yeah, that's not going to be a huge difference. Unless Myth makes up a lot of time on execution in Palace.
Yeah. But yeah. But as I said, it looks like they'll be top 2. It's just for bragging rights for whoever gets first at this point.
Yeah.
Because I don't, unfortunately, I don't...
if Nesmond or Nimbus
based on the seed, yeah. I don't see Nesmond or Nimbus catching up on this one.
They'd need to go back to Fortress right now.
And then Myth and Bluesy, one of them would need to die or something to lose enough time for one of them to catch up, I think.
I think if Nimbus went to Fortress right now, that might be enough.
Well, Nesmond has to get his cape and go back to Fortress.
Yeah, I don't see Nesmond doing that. Like, Nesmond is even further behind than Nimbus, right? Like,
yeah. This is a like a rare Nimbus, like a rare Nesmond 4th place, potentially. Unfortunately, the seed just did not like him.
Well, it's mainly skipping out on baiting out of Fortress, right?
Yep, pretty much that. And the last location, because he last location mitts and did Vanilla Climb, I believe. Could be mistaken, but I think he actually did do Vanilla Climb.
In Nesmond?
Yes, because he already... Yeah, I think he did.
I don't remember.
I don't remember, to be honest. But I think
and yeah, he did. Like, looking at where Myth is in the Greedrock fight now, he's probably pulling ahead before Bluesy even gets to Cloud Tops.
Yep. Well, that's probably all them years of speedrunning execution, right?
That definitely does factor into it.
Mm-hmm. But I mean, they can, even if even if Myth pulls ahead for the first place, they're both gonna get to take that nice break in the winners bracket with that bye.
Yes.
Which I would say specifically in Rando, even if you are the quote better player, the less you have to play, the less Rando can punish you.
Yeah, there's always a chance that you lose, right?
Yes, there is. Case in point would be this seed with Nesmond, I think.
Yeah.
This seed was pretty kind of bad.
This seed was a fun kind of bad.
Yes, it was. It could have been a lot worse, but it definitely had enough bad stuff in it to be fun. Mainly
almost any seed can be a lot worse.
True. But yeah, we had the highlights of the seed would have to be the town basement mole mitts into blue chew into a required blue chew into a non-required fortress.
And with 2 items in Fortress of Gormod.
Yes, and one of them early enough that it could bait you into leaving. Which it did get one person, unfortunately.
Well, 2 really. Nesmond also paid.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it would have got me, to be fair, but yes. I don't think Nesmond's very happy.
No, probably not.
He'd be happier if he'd not missed that Kinstone. Alright, so let's see. 1 down. So Bluesy's actually slightly ahead in the fusions.
Okay.
Bluesy is 2 fusions ahead of Myth right now. And
but they are front ones that is easy to get to.
True. But what I mean is I think Bluesy will enter Palace just like maybe 30 seconds to a minute tops ahead.
Yes. Which basically means Myth is still ahead once you flute down from Palace.
Exactly. Because flute from Palace definitely saves at least 30 seconds or so.
Is it that much? You do have the Borb, right?
Yeah, it's not as bad as other places. Like, if Fortress is your last one without flute, that's a long run.
Yeah, but it's a lot of stairs down from Palace.
True, that's what I'm saying. I'm giving it like 30... It's only like 30 seconds to a minute, so they might just be exactly tied right now.
Yep.
So yeah, it is 100% an execution race right now.
Well, there's Tower RNG.
True. RNG of the keys. And Fortress. I mean,
DHC.
Dark Hyrule Castle, DHC.
Yes. Yeah, Nimbus is going back to Fortress.
But the thing is, he will do left side first before right side, so he'll still be a little behind.
Oh, yeah, not just a little. He also hasn't done any fusions yet, right?
Oh no. Oh no, Nesmond doing non-required Treasure Cave.
Well, he was always going to. There's no way you don't do Treasure Cave in Nesmond's situation.
I don't think Nimbus did Treasure Cave.
Nimbus did Treasure Cave.
Oh, he did? Okay,
yeah.
My bad.
That was before he went to South Bay Forts.
Oh, so are we going to get required pot push today?
Mm-hmm. That's a good question.
Power bracelets were rather early, so we don't have to worry about that. Yeah, we got the light arrows, because they're so good in this game, right?
Amazing. Like, you can one-shot an Igor.
Yeah.
And break pots. Don't you feel this amazing power of this weapon?
Coming from this game, considering this game is a 2D version of Wind Waker sprites, why didn't we get the Wind Waker light arrows?
Yeah, that would be nice.
Just obliterate them from existence.
Just delete all the enemies.
Yeah, Wind Waker light arrows are the most powerful light arrows in Zelda history so far.
Are they? How good are Breath of the Wild's light arrows? Not that you can
those
get
are
them,
ancient arrows.
but
Oh, well.
not that you can get them usually during the game, but like those are also on the power level of ancient arrows, right?
I actually don't remember if they are. I know that I know that there's a way to glitch Breath of the Wild to get them outside of the boss.
Yeah, of course.
And they shoot in, and they're like and they function like the Twilight Bow. They don't have arrow drop. They just go on forever.
Yep.
I don't know how much damage they do.
But chat's saying they might crash the game, which sounds about right.
Well, considering you're not supposed to have them, I can see that.
Yeah.
Alright, so we don't have a boss key yet. We have 4 small keys, but no boss key. So we have all our required small keys, but we don't have the boss key. So could boss key be vanilla? Because there is enough keys for that, isn't there?
Yeah, boss key could be vanilla. You'd need more keys to be found, but those could be later in the dungeon.
No, because you could have a
Oh wait, no, they couldn't be later in the dungeon. You would need to find all small keys before that point? Is that how key logic works? Yeah, that's still how key logic works.
Yeah, there's still pot push and the ball and chain soldier drop, so there's still 2 keys.
The white cap chest and fan loop.
Yeah, because you need 5 keys before opening the first door, then the 6th one can be in there. So it is entirely possible. Yeah, so yeah, Bluesy does not have boss key, so he's committing to pot push. Makes sense.
Yeah.
He probably sees the logic of it. Boss key could be vanilla. I'm not taking that risk.
Boss key could be here. Boss key could be vanilla. Boss key could be fan loop. I guess boss key fan loop you don't need to do this.
True. Boss key being in that area in general is very uncommon, at least from what I've seen. Just because requiring 5 keys does not happen too often.
Yeah, it basically needs to get placed very early out of the dungeon items, and then randomly choose.
Alright. Go mode for Nimbus?
Yep.
Alright, so yep, the ball and chain soldier is either a small key for boss key in fan loop area, or vanilla, or the ball and chain soldier.
There's still a chest before ball and chain soldier.
Oh, there is?
Yeah. In the room with us in right now.
I was talking about Bluesy because Bluesy's ahead of Myth.
No, Myth skipped pot push.
Oh, you're right. Well, he got away with it because pot push didn't have a key.
Yeah. So.
I was watching Bluesy. I'm dumb.
Yeah, but like that chest is still there for Bluesy as well. We know it doesn't have a key.
This right here is the boss key or a small key.
Yep, could be either. Probably a small key though, with how many keys they got already.
Nope.
Okay,
Myth got bailed. Yeah, so Myth is ahead of Bluesy in the dungeon and has the flute to save even more time. So that will give him some RNG protection from Dark DHC.
Yep. Nesman is also back on Fortress and is going to the back. Does he not remember that he didn't do the front right? Did he just skip that chest?
We'll see.
Like Bluesy almost did?
Because if he did, then we get to name it the Nesman chest. Nesman also got grabbed by the hand.
Oof. Yeah, if it's just normal bail, we're not naming it after Nesman.
Yeah, and exactly. I said it's only if he actually missed it.
If he did the front right already, except for that chest, it's...
Yeah. Which I don't remember. I don't think he did it at all.
That door was open. So he must have.
Well, we're gonna find out.
No, like the door the door besides the key door that he just opened is the one that you open with clones when you do the front right.
Okay, then it might be he might have missed that chest. Oh no.
So he somehow went past that chest.
Okay, so that means we do get to name a chest today.
Wait, did he actually? We will need to check the VOD for that. I have no idea how Nesman missed that.
He's looking for what he missed. He doesn't know what he
he's been
missed.
to that side. That chest is open. You just...
Oh no, so we do get to name a chest today.
See, Bluesy faked us out.
Yeah,
and then
Bluesy
made
faked
Nesman
us
do
out.
that.
Well, we'll verify it when he goes back to get it. If there's one open chest and that one's still closed.
Yeah, stop trying to be fancy with the clouds. Okay, 4th try, Myth finally got the weird jump.
You gotta throw for content. No, but seriously, don't do that.
It's not even that hard, Dreamy, but also, why do you still go for it after you failed it twice? It doesn't save that much time.
Speedrunner pride. Nah, Myth wants to win. Maybe.
Oh, so we can blame you, Dreamy. Got it.
Unfortunate. Yeah, so Nesman's doing Mazal. Then he's gonna go find out what check he missed.
He hopefully will find out what check he missed.
I think he's actually basically done just about everything, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's gonna have to open his map and see the chest, right?
Maybe. Or maybe he thinks he forgot something somewhere outside of Fortress.
That's just gonna be unfortunate.
Well, it's already been unfortunate either way.
For him, not for us.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
There's the bail.
Wait. Wait, what is Myth doing?
Wait, did Myth glitch?
He's soft locked.
Oh. Well, Nimbus is still too far behind, but...
That's horrible. How do you... I don't know... I didn't even know you could soft lock that.
No, we've seen soft locks on Georg before, but... I don't know why it's always Myth doing it.
Imagine
he's trying to
losing-
go too fast, it's the main thing.
I mean, still top 2, so he doesn't actually get punished for it, but annoying to not get first.
Yeah,
for
but
just a
he's
soft
going to
lock.
feel so awful.
I mean, at least he won't. I mean, he now has to just get RNG because Bluesy has to walk the DHC at least, I guess. Probably not enough though.
No, Blizzy is going to be like Blizzy is going to be going into the courtyard when Myth or before
That's
Myth
just
is
really
back into the
unfortunate.
fight.
Yeah, that's just really unfortunate. If you in a blue cycle Georg, the frame, the tail spins, and then pause, it can soft lock the blue one. That's really unfortunate. Well, at the very least, this race he's not getting hard punished for it, just bragging rights.
Yeah.
It could have been so much worse if it was like a normal tournament match. So at least that's the thing, it happened here versus a normal bracket match, right?
In a setting where he only needs top 2, yes.
Still kind of pain.
Like I said, he's got to feel awful.
I don't even really know if it's not exactly his fault either.
I mean... He knows that that's a thing that can happen.
Fair enough.
Like... And yeah, he's still doing that, right? That fall off and then pause is the thing he's doing that has a slight chance of risking it. He
Oh, okay,
knows
so he
about
is
that
risking it.
soft lock.
He's just thinking there's no way it happens twice, right?
Well, yeah.
I learned something today. I learned about this soft lock. I actually did not know about this one. All right. Oh, wait. Is it too late? Oh, we should have done a tower bet. Oh, well.
Yeah, we should have. It's too late. But okay, Bluesy is skipping king, or is this his second chest?
Well, it's big key in the first chest. That was the first he did do king.
Okay. So now the question is whether the clones check is a small key.
But there's no chance unless Vadi 2 trolls unbelievably hard. There's no chance.
Yeah, no, Bluesy is like a good bit ahead of Myth. Getting remote
Very
strands there, very nice.
Oh, you're
It's not
true.
that
Never
we're
doubt
doubting
Vati 2.
Vati 2, but Myth
is
is the
very
one
unlikely.
that's tilted out of these two runners, so obviously Myth is going to have worse Vati 2 RNG.
That is true. Vadi can sense your anger.
And there's the small key.
On king or no, the clone check.
Yeah, the clone check.
Yep. So
And
Bluesy
Myth
picked
is
the right
also going to
chests.
skip king, so they'll have exactly the same DHC.
I mean, I wouldn't count it as impossible. It's just very unlikely. Oh, Bluesy messed up the clones thing. That's a little bit of time. Alright, second try is good, though. Nesman's actually trying to figure out where the stone is. He doesn't realize that he missed it in Fortress. Unfortunately, you're right. You probably are right.
Yeah, I don't. We will have to ask Nesman about like how he skipped that check.
He's going to bed.
Okay. Nesman's just.
He's memeing now.
Yeah, that's Nesman quitting.
Unfortunately.
I mean, if you just don't know what check you missed, it's.
That's fair. You know, it's fair. And Ocni did say that he did skip the chest like Bluesy did.
So Nesman did a bluesy, and therefore that's no Nesman chest. Is that what
It is now. Yes, it is now officially the Nesman chest, apparently. Well, I can guarantee you he will never skip that check again.
No, he will not.
Alright, so barring horrendous Vadi RNG, Bluesy will get first and Myth will get second.
would be very surprising. Bluesy managed to lose enough time for Myth to catch up. Oh, absolutely.
Yep. It's a requirement. He has to because he'll want to know where it was.
Yeah.
And that is how memes are born.
It is. Though the first one in this race to skip Nesmond chest was Bluesy. He just went back immediately.
Well, the only interesting thing is if Nesmond did the exact same thing, he didn't notice the chest like Bluesy did when the key fell.
It's so easy not to.
I get it. I do get it. You see a key, you look away, you take a sec to pause or stretch or whatever, you don't look. I get it's easy to do, you know? But yeah, we can say for definitively that if Myth loses, it was from that soft lock, unfortunately. So he played with fire, and that's what happens, I guess, right?
Yeah. I mean, like I said, Myth is aware that soft lock exists. Probably one of the few people who knows about it.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't want to play it safe on Georg, that's fine. He's gotta accept that. Sometimes that's going to cost him more time than it saves.
Yeah, I can get that. When it's getting around 2.5 hours and nobody's finished, you do start to feel a little on edge for for Minish Cap. Because most Minish Cap seeds, barring the really bad ones, even annoying ones like this one, you can generally get about under 2.5 hours, which Bluesy is on track to possibly get.
Yeah.
It might be close to 2.5 hours, but he'll probably.
I mean, this wasn't the worst seed in terms of expected time, right? You were still going to go mode Palace. Which helps.
Exactly.
But yeah. It also wasn't a great seed.
It was very funny, though. And that's what matters, the entertainment value.
Clearly. Bluesy is not quite getting the recycle there, I think.
Yeah, 4 cycles. I mean, it can be easy to barely mess up the 3 cycle.
Yeah. He could be going for down thrust here instead of clones. Especially since they now got destroyed, that might be worth doing.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, well, I think because his clones got broke, so he missed the 3 cycle.
Yeah, but now he doesn't need enough. Like, he doesn't need to make clones. He could have just done down thrust.
Can you do down thrust on the side ones?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, you could have.
But if you haven't practiced it, it's not worth going for.
I think personally, I've only ever done it on the bottom ones, but that's
bottom is easier for sure, but you can do it on any side.
Makes sense.
It's pretty like it's similar to how you do it on Georg, right? You have to line up with the second row of eyes from the top.
Mm-hmm. It's just easier.
Sure, you can also just do a roll attack inside Vati.
And did a couple frame perfect slashes. Yes, easy.
No, if you do a roll attack, you don't need frame perfect slashes. You can get all the eyes with a roll attack from inside Vati. That one's not easy, but also viable. Like, yeah, there is a no-scroll version that's probably TAS only. Hey, I didn't say I liked being inside Vati. I'm saying that if I'm inside Vati, I would slash around with a sword to get out, panicking.
I don't want to be inside Vati, see, clearly. Alright,
so not going for Lantern this here. Myth actually missing one of the orbs on the one there.
Alright, we're playing let's get our tennis. Let's get our tennis strats in. Bluesy not doing the remote bomb strat, Sag. Gotta save those extra frames. Alright, and GG's coming up for Bluesy for first. And barely gets the sub 230.
Yep, just barely, but there it is. GG's to Bluesy.
And right now, and if Myth is watching the thing, he sees that he lost because of a soft lock.
Yeah,
right
and we're
now
going
is
to
where his heart
have Bluesy as well, as since we're on a delay, Myth and Nimbus in for an interview.
Yeah.
GG's, guys.
Yeah, GG's.
GG's.
Hello.
So, let's take it from the end, I guess. Are you still going to go for fast strats on Georg with the software potential?
Single time. Never do Georg slow. No, so we looked into why it soft locks there. Normally the soft lock happens where Georg will one of the blue Georgs will kind of never die in its cycle and repeat the same cycle over and over again. That happens when you're killing it, when you jump on its back and you fly off into the distance. If you kill it and then fall down whilst its tail spinning is doing an attack, then you get that soft lock.
Yeah, Dreamy explained it in chat while you were doing it, but...
Yeah, it's just you played with fire, you try to do it fast, it unfortunately just didn't like you today.
It's not there is no reason why we know why Georg does that specific soft lock where the eyes won't even open, other than you're just too good at the game and Georg's punishing you.
Yeah, unfortunately, that's the only reason you didn't get first.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair,
that was a perfect Georg fight.
First or second didn't matter in this race.
Yeah,
it's true.
Yeah.
You didn't. Yeah. Well, think about it like this. Imagine that this happened. If this was destined to happen, it happened in not a match where getting second kills you.
Yeah.
So it could have been worse.
Meanwhile, I feel like me playing extremely well in this race didn't matter as much as it probably should have.
Yeah,
So
I mean, it worked out. You were the first. You were the first one to get mitts.
Yeah.
I'm 100% sure of that.
Imagine getting mitts in the first hour.
I got
you last
fairly early. I saw it.
Yeah,
I got it so late.
Well, yeah, from what I could tell, Myth, you were actually in last for a while, and then you came back to get
hated the seed. It was so bad, and then I just somehow got route at the end.
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
Where was Ocarina?
School Garden.
School Garden.
Yeah.
But not behind the Forest Sword, just there.
Oh,
yeah.
Well,
did anyone have?
No one had
Kane.
Kane.
Kane before Forest Sword?
No.
No.
I was just saying so you know what chest it was. Yeah, but because what happened is because of that but if it wasn't for the soft lock, Myth passed you because he had flute.
Yeah, I assume so.
Right.
Otherwise, you would have been ahead because of the routing.
Imagine entering Cave of Flames for the first time over 2 hours into the seed.
Oh, I did that.
I mean, you skipping Vanilla Climb worked out so well because everyone else did it.
I didn't do it.
Nimbus and Myth didn't, but Nimbus skipped Fortress.
Yeah, Nimbus too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went into Wind Ruins thinking if I find Kane, I'll bail. If I find anything else, I'll stay.
Yeah,
so if the Kinstone and the Kane were swapped, I would have stayed for it.
Yeah. It's unfortunate. Yeah,
I
would have bailed, but yeah, because Nimbus was the first person to Fortress. So if you had, that was unfortunate.
I rushed Fortress and skipped the Beanstalk, and then it was literally my last check before leaving the area.
No,
and
you
I was
did
like,
Mazal
there's
after.
a Cane. Oh, I then went back for Mazal, yeah, because I don't want to orphan it.
Can't take that risk.
Scout Town, the buy cutoff race means that we are moving on from group stage into brackets here. There's 2 buys for grabs. Well, those are now going to Myth and Bluesy for placing first and second in this race, since these are all the undefeated runners from groups. So yeah, congrats to both of you on that. Bluesy, how did you feel about almost skipping Nesman check in Fortress?
I love that it's already called Nesman check.
You both did the same thing. My only guess is that you. Well, my only guess, and you correct me if I'm wrong, is you saw that chest as the key fell, and you're like, "Oh crap!"
Yeah.
And apparently he did not. He must have maybe closed his eyes, stretched, like which makes sense, right? You might just stretch or whatever because the key's falling. Cutscene. You noticed, and you're like, "Oh, oops, not skipping that."
So if that wasn't a key,
If that wasn't a key,
Very
it would be
different
Bluesy
story.
chest.
If that wasn't a key, it would have been the Bluesy and Nesman chest. You would have shared it. I guess a combat, the Blumen chest.
which is funny because it's not a special chest by any means.
No, I don't know
It's
how
just-
you both managed to skip that.
Wait,
It's
is
just
it
one.
is it the chest in the room with the two levers that
Yes.
is
Yes.
the right one?
The right
Oh.
one.
Oh my god.
The right one. They both skipped it. It's just Bluesy saw the cutscene and went back. Nesman apparently didn't see it, or as I said, maybe stretched or looked away or whatever and didn't see it. 'Cause the
Mesman
cutscene
forfeit
saved
without
Bluesy.
finding where that was.
Of course, because it was it was vanilla
yeah.
key drop, so you saw it and the cutscene.
That saved him. Yeah, that saved Bluesy. Otherwise, he might have actually. Because if that hadn't happened, and you missed that and didn't see it, you might Nimbus might have passed you.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you might have left, and you would have been like, "Well, I have Kane. I have things to do."
The chest for the two people who don't get buys.
Did everyone do crypt?
I did.
Or Fortress.
Everybody, but I think everybody did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that
did
was
it
a waste
kind
of
of.
time.
I did it way earlier than I feel like I should have, but
It's never a bad
It was
play,
fine.
to be fair.
Yeah.
I felt like I did it later than I should have, honestly.
We were just kind of watching, hoping you would just go straight to Fortress and not go there, since you were the last one to do it. But
well,
that's streamer knowledge.
I definitely routed the end about as well as I could have.
Yeah.
Esmond says that's the first time he. That's not the first time he skipped it. Unfortunate.
I also hate
Otherwise-
getting baddie 1 and 2 patterns.
Oh, you don't need to watch my body fight.
We are watching your
These body
fight.
fights were so bad. Oh,
Yeah. We were. Did you ever practice down thrust threads on Vati? Because you could have done that for the extra cycle you had, right?
I've never practiced doing down thrust on the left or right ones.
Okay.
It's a bit awkward. You need to
Yeah.
do it on the second from the top.
Yeah, same as Gil.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And then the pattern Nimbus is doing right now is also easier to dodge with.
Yep. Oh, and then also another thing that was good is Myth got the Octo Manip and Bluesy got triple.
Oh yeah, that
both
saved some
smokes.
time. 2 ink
Oh,
versus
Oh,
Manip.
I just got 0 ink, Just get lucky.
I tried to
just
do a fake manip and it didn't work.
Yeah, don't try and fake manip it. Oh,
Oh, I
Oh, can you
fake
back
Manipped
this
it
up?
before and it's fine.
that was so close to backing up that Vati too.
Yeah. That's about what happened to Bluesy.
Yeah, I could only get 6 great spins. I wasn't able to get 8.
You definitely want to try and do a down strike to finish the fight.
Yeah, I mean, just get lucky. That's the real strat. Just get lucky.
Where were those Kenstones again? They were in weird places.
There were 2 in Western Woods digging, 1 in Droplets, 1 in Fortress, and 1
One in hiking.
in hiking.
Oh yeah, hiking and Blue Chew. I was like, I'm so far behind. I need to do weird crap like hiking and Blue Chew, and I did them, and I'm like, okay, they had items.
Yeah, well, Blue Chew had the Swamp Stone, which technically needed, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
I felt
Swamp
so
Cliffstones
bad.
were Blue Chew and Wave Forts digging, North Wave Forts digging, and what was the third?
I don't remember.
It was
Oh.
Wasn't the second path in Temple of Droplets had.
Yeah, Droplets
that
had
was
two
a Cloudtops
Kinstones.
one, right?
It was a Cloudtops, yeah.
Yeah, Droplets
Yeah.
had a Cloudtops and a Swamp.
Yeah.
Was I the first one with Red Sword?
Yes,
Yes.
by far.
Okay.
Oh,
Because of
okay.
Mids.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah, I guess
And
that
Mist
makes
was second.
Yeah.
Also, an interesting thing is Myth and Nesman got their swords backwards. You got one of them got the Cloudtops one first, the other one got the green sword first. The other one
And
first.
about at the same time, too.
Yeah, it was.
I think I routed my swords really well. Like when I got the wallet, I was just heading right back to get my sword, and then checked sword lock things immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
I think
And
I played the early game all right, and then just the mid game kind of wasn't as good as it could have been.
Well, it was
Myth
still
didn't
good
buy the
enough,
sword and got-
clearly.
Yeah,
Well-
Myth didn't buy the sword and got bullied by bats.
If mid didn't get
Oh,
soft locked, then it wouldn't.
Yeah,
have
like I was like, I can go to town and like, I only had 140 rupees. I didn't have the 300 needed to buy the sword, so I was like, oh, I just got Veil Fools and get enough rupees to buy my sword, and then
Just get bullied.
the bats went and sat in front of the chest, so I couldn't open them.
Did you
did you not-
leave? Did you leave the rupees in the rupee cave?
No, I did get them, but like I had to use bombs to. My bomb routing was so bad this seed. I had to go
Oh,
back
not
and
mine was
refill
either.
like 5 times.
I think I bought bombs twice from Stockwell.
Yeah, the seed was really like bomb starved, but I was able to get through without having to take too many detours for bombs.
So the race us guys are in is the by cutoff race, but simultaneously to this race there is a tiebreaker for Group E because 3 people finished on exactly the same score, and that is going on at the moment with Hendris, Mashi, and Francois all fighting it out for
Well,
the top 2
Mashy
places.
won that. Mashy won.
Mashi-
Well,
She-
we see all the results on Restream right now because I went to interview scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
That's how we know.
So Mashi
Pointless.
and Hendris advanced. That is close. That is within a
Yeah.
minute for Francois and Hendris. That is a close finish.
Yeah, that might be worth looking at the French restream for.
yeah, I guess if we
If we, I just meant for people that like the VODs,
Yeah.
that might be an interesting finish to see. But this
feel
was
like-
very fun to watch too.
Yeah. I feel like at this point, out of courtesy, if we rated them and all knew what the result was now, then that
that
would
would
kind
be
of.
pretty rude. Yeah, no, let's not do
Yeah.
that.
Well, yeah, no, I'm not saying to do that. No.
But yeah, were there any other things about this race we wanted to talk about?
Useful Lon key.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Was it
But-
required?
No, wasn't required.
Oh,
It
No,
wasn't.
it was required.
it was.
Yeah,
like-
like, how
it
was it
wasn't a
not
bomb
required? What?
I
pretty sure
got
it was
I got
required.
I got things mixed up. I was like, no, you could have just gotten the
No.
mitts, but the mitts required
Yeah.
the bomb bag.
Oh, bomb bag. Yeah. None of the
Yeah,
other
to get
bomb bags were in good
bombs from
places.
droplets.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I only got the 2 bomb bags in droplets.
Oh, I got all 4.
I think
One was
I
on
did as
Town
well.
Bell. One
Oh, okay. I
might
didn't
have
get
been in
that one.
Cloud Tops or something.
Okay. Well, my cake was go mode, so
Yeah, same.
Oh, mine was the Kinstone and Fortress.
I didn't want to
Yeah.
go to Cave of Flames after getting the cane, so I was like, I'm going to go to town. I got my Ocarina, then went and got the cape straight away after that as well. So I was like, okay, now it's go mode. And got to go mode, Cave of Flames and Palace.
Oh, that's nice.
right after full clearing Fortress, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do the funny thing where the cape is vanilla. So I like went through I went through South Hammerfield and Lawton Ranch and like stopped by all the cane checks on the way, and then I just picked up the cape in Lower Vale Falls, and I was like, oh, I was kind of sad when I saw it.
Yeah, we kind of were too. Everyone wanted Vanilla Cape at that point. We were all hoping for it. But what can you do? Rando can't give you everything. It gave us Blue Chew today, and I guess that's enough.
Also, imagine never digging a single spot in Malari's mines.
Imagine.
You know, it was all junk.
Yeah, it was.
Oh,
There was like a heart container.
Yeah.
Was there like where was the roll attack at the?
I got it
Orphan
right
Fairy?
at the end. Yeah, Orphan Fairy.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was on my way to it, but I got Kate first, so.
I mean, you didn't do extra checks to find road attack when you were in go mode.
I
Disappointing.
know.
So what did Yalari have?
20
Nothing.
rupees.
Nice.
Yeah, that was another disappointment.
I basically full cleared the seed, even though I didn't take that long, at least.
Oh,
You still go mode at Palace.
Yeah. But like,
Okay,
other
yeah.
than that and the back of Fortress, I think I did everything.
what was really bugging me this whole seed was what is at the green bean chest and the hot spring water chest, because I fucked up my bomb use right before it, and then I didn't have any bombs to check it.
It was. I don't think it. I think it was just junk.
Apparently, I
Okay.
skipped it. I just remembered I skipped that.
Okay.
I did not skip it, and I have no idea what was on it. It wasn't a bomb refill.
Okay. And
I think it was arrows.
Yeah.
and also Sean Cave was shadowing me this whole seed, and I was like, oh,
Tingle
no.
trophy.
yeah.
It was
Oh.
the tingle trophy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't punish you, but there
Obviously.
technically was something there.
Tingle big junk, right?
No,
This
Tingle
did
had the
anyone-
full sword, clearly. You just got
Oh,
the
yeah.
other full sword.
I got the other one, that's right.
Tingle had the 5 sword.
So, yeah, I think at this point, shoutouts to our trackers, Elaine, Tomatar, and Ogni, who's also responsible for the seed.
Thanks, Hockney.
He
Thanks.
said Octo rolled it. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
And yeah, thanks to my co-com, Master Roxas. Thanks to all the runners for making this a great race. It was fun to watch.
Very entertaining.
Yeah, great to see you suffer.
Can't
Oh,
wait to see how the
sorry.
people go in the bracket stage next.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
we need to
lose my
finalize
first
bracket
race.
now, which
Yeah.
give us a bit and then we'll post that. And yeah,
But until next time.
with that, we will be raiding over to ZSR2, which started a cross keys race about an hour ago. So that's linked to past randomizer, cross world key sanity. If you haven't seen that before, do stick around. It's confusing. Let's put it that way. So yeah, with that, watching.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.